Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a Godcast in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Chan? My brother, man.
You all right?
Yes, bro. So look, y'all, me and Chan both won Black Excellence Awards at the gala the other night.
Yeah.
Okay.
And y'all didn't.
Hey, man, and I look, I'm giving a stack. I was so sorry like the day after I saw it, but I said, wait, that's like the peanut should have been at, and I was like,
For sure.
not even like, man, I was.
Yeah,
You
man.
felt some type of way.
I felt some type of way, but I was just
all
like,
three of us felt some type of
nah,
way.
it wasn't. I was just like, wait a minute, how did I didn't even get to ask
The
the
memo.
host to do a live podcast there to interview people.
In your defense, I recommended you the host.
See, thank you, man.
I did.
I appreciate it.
I did.
I appreciate
Well,
it.
and I found out about it like down there last minute. But me and DeMarco is like brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? And we in a group chat, me, North Hood, and DeMarco. And so DeMarco was like, bro, don't forget to come to this. And I'm like, damn. You know. And then I started seeing some posts on social media about it, like, oh, this shit might be all right. You know what I'm saying? And it was nice. It was.
presented it?
Terry the Voice was hosting it, but George was
That's the reason why you didn't host, because they had already asked him.
I mean, I know we like fake twins a little bit, but he could have told me. But we just on a movie set together, man. When I talked to Jason about it too, and like Jason won an award, and I was like, dang, bro, like I said the same thing to him. He's like, bro, like it was last minute for everybody, for real. Like,
I think it was because Jay came up here and he wanted to get something put on a blazer like that night, and we was both kind of like trying to figure out what we was gonna wear and all of that. But it was a good award though. You know, I mean, I don't think that it was necessarily an award. It was more like a recognition.
It's hard though.
You know, for sure. It was, and I think we need more stuff like that. It was definitely upscale.
Something like that.
For sure, bro. It's got to keep it going though, because it could be a Black Excellence second annual, third annual.
Oh,
fourth
yeah.
Annual. It can be big.
For sure.
Every year it can be big.
For sure.
Yeah. Shout out to who
Capital Express, with DeMarco
and G. Anderson, George Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to
love.
George been doing this thing for a long time, man. A long
Somebody
time
give
ago.
him an Excellence Award.
So this is the first annual?
I think this was the first one.
Yeah.
And it was a video shoot too for DeMarco's song, which is a banger. I've been listening to it all day, bro. I ain't gonna even lie.
Everybody that won
thunder. It's real
deserves
smooth.
awards too, man. Everybody that won deserves those awards for sure.
No doubt. I think it was more. I really don't. An award is one thing, but I think that this was more like just recognition of people who is just starting out, that's doing cool stuff, and the people that's done got like a long run at holding it down. So I seen like a nice mixture of bringing old school and then the younger people that's getting it together. You know what I'm saying? But there was so many different people that could have been there. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
so it wasn't like. That's why I'm saying I don't think that it was an award thing, because it was no competition. Like, it wasn't like the best business owner is this person. It was just, he was just calling people up, just like really giving flowers with an actual award, like an actual.
It was a good award.
Yeah, that's nice and heavy, ain't it, bro?
Ain't cheap or nothing.
That's hard. Ooh.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Well, let me see what you got it for. Let me look.
Well,
Entrepreneur.
Doctor, check it out.
That's what's up.
mine could have had a lot more stuff on there.
Oh my! No matter what,
Hey, you've been killing the entrepreneur game for some years.
for
though.
sure.
Real
All the way
shit.
from
That's a
putting
lot of
gold in your
stuff in one.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
It
like
doesn't mean you only do one thing.
no, I know that. But everybody that I looked at a lot of the people who got awards that night as kind of like children. You know, like at my children that talking shit.
I mean, it's the truth though. Right? Hey, listen. You and North probably was the vets as far as entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
The vets, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't really talking your shit because you really telling the truth.
Yeah.
Like seriously, you telling the truth.
I think that is It is. I think that is definitely some inspiration going on, but I got people like that too, though. Like Terry, 14K, Torrance from Classics,
Yep, classics. Yep.
but especially Terry. Terry, 14K.
He been doing it a long.
And bro, I used to go in 14K and buy stuff, and I would just observe Terry's mannerisms. And as soon as I got my store, I was going in his bag a lot. Like the way that he used to talk to people, it was like real smooth. It was cool. I didn't see him trying to be overly hard. Cause I get that sometimes, man. Like coming up young, you got a business, and you want people to know you ain't to be played with. So, you know what I'm saying? Like you might have kind of like a little bit of like toughness or something. But I never sensed that with Terry. And he done been around forever. You know, for real on the business side, bro.
Yeah, you're right. He has.
But so with this particular podcast night, we want to talk about America, bro, and the possibility of America having a collapse. So,
January 1st, 2024.
all right. So what is it? What's happening?
Hold on, wait. You said a date? You put a date on it?
Oh, it's a date on it. And I'm gonna tell you why it's a date on it.
Mhm.
So B.R.I.C.S, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa.
Right.
They just invited Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia alone could collapse us because with our world reserve currency, they use the petrodollar. So what the petrodollar is, so they made a deal with Saudi Arabia. All trades have to be used through the U.S. dollar. That's why we're the world's reserve currency. So we can't, once they do away with that, I mean, our dollar ain't worth nothing. We're not backed by
But I
gold.
thought they already quit messing with the U.S. dollar already.
Not yet.
So
The BRICS has,
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
but Saudi Arabia ain't part of BRICS.
I stand on the
It's still
side.
a reserve. We still hold the world's reserve currency.
Right.
I think we already lost that status.
But so,
Not
Nah.
yet.
so wait.
We would feel
So wait.
All trades have to go through the U.S. dollar.
Every
what?
trade has to go to the U.S. dollar.
I'm saying to say that this is a good thing for the United States.
about the BRICS trade?
Oh, this is a bad thing for the United States.
I disagree.
The BRICS
So-
trade. You said what?
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing for the United States, right? So for instance, right, money needs to circulate, right? For instance, right, if I have all of the money, then I can't actually do anything besides loan it out, which that's where like we make our money from. But the currency actually moving around is actually going to help with inflation because, not to mention, you will have new trade partners that arise from now them being empowered. So us trading money, okay, hear me out now, right? If he the biggest dope dealer on the block and he got all the money in the world, it's in his best interest. No. And he is the t-shirt king, right? Right? Which he is the t-shirt king, right? If he franchise and he empower smaller people for me now to come to him, he gonna make more money off of it, right? Now, let's say at this point in time, he loses that, right? He loses that footing of being the number one t-shirt king. But now he has trade partners, right? Now he has a way of lowering his inflation costs. Like if we are this big ballooned up, over inflated country, now we have trade partners that we've also empowered for us now to make money off of.
That's the problem. We don't have any trade partners. They hate us.
That's how. But
No, wait. What he's saying is like, say, he the t-shirt king. Everybody go to him for the t-shirts, and now anything shirt made by him, now it's like other people come in, they got their own shirts. So anything.
So how does that benefit him?
It's not. No. It's gonna take what his and cut whatever he got in half.
So that's not exactly how the economy runs because we're not just talking about t-shirts, right? We're also talking about trading, right? So trading still involves him having money. These other places that are empowered by going through BRICS was never number one to begin with, correct?
But it makes them powerful together as a team.
So it adds to a trade partner. Like we are powerful because we have people to trade with. If we were just the number one, had nobody to trade with, then it would not benefit us either.
But if that happens, the value of the American dollar is going down, correct?
Right. That's what he's saying.
So look,
That's
the
what I
value of American dollar, we're gonna need $55 to BRICS $1.
That's
So
gonna
we
send
can
us.
have you remember Venezuela when it collapsed?
That's gonna send us
They
into
had piles of
hyperinflation.
money in the street. Nobody
Right.
even wanted to pick it up.
Everything gonna be 50 times 50.
The paper it was printed on was worth more than what
Okay.
it was.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question right now.
Everything gonna
so
be
wait,
times
so wait,
50.
so wait, so wait, wait.
Yeah.
So wait. Who's number 2 right now in the global economy?
China.
How are people doing in China?
Bad.
No, they doing great.
So
Depending on who you are.
So I ask you right now. So I'm gonna say this.
Created in Africa and China a day.
The economy right now.
So my
China
point is
ain't-
this.
it's
So
not
wait.
that good.
So wait. Going from 1 to 2 isn't gonna be that
But
big
we're not
of.
going to 2. We're not going to 2.
So where do you think Canada is on the scope of the?
Canada is part of NATO. They targeted NATO.
I'm only asking.
No, they targeted NATO.
I'm gonna ask a simple question, right?
I think Canada's a part of us.
No, Canada's not a part of us.
Talking about
All right.
on the economic
So
scale.
where is Canada when it comes to their global identity? Yeah,
Yeah.
They low.
They
low, but they live a complimentary life to what we live here.
Because they
Some people in
eat off
Canada,
the earth.
wait. Some people in Canada actually like living in Canada compared to living in the United States.
Canada's one of our biggest exports. They eating off us.
You know why? Because they're one of our trade partners.
But if the money ain't here,
You see what I'm saying? They're one of our trade partners. It's better to empower these people so we can trade with them.
If we lose the what is it called?
World Reserve
The
currency
World
status.
Reserve currency status.
So it's
We're gonna go into hyperinflation.
GDP by country.
And we really already in hyperinflation.
Nah, I'm talking about like we are.
GDP
From
by
depends on
country.
what you-
United
from
States.
what? Okay.
United
From-
States is
from
number
70?
1.
Yeah.
China is number 2.
Yep.
Japan is number 3. Germany is 4. India is 5. UK is 6. France is 7. Russia is 8. Canada is 9. And Italy is 10. That's the top 10. Now, of the top 10, you got China, India, and Russia, which are 3 of the 5 countries that are forming BRICS.
Oh, yes.
And then you got United States. They're number 1. But
So
United
his
States
analogy,
owes
is that
China
like-
a lot of money though, don't they?
But see, look, this is the thing. This is why they attacking the dollar, because the U.S. has weaponized the U.S. dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, we was talking about this at the gala. So what happens is we have a software called the SWIFT system. So what the SWIFT, when we place a sanction on a country,
Yeah.
we bar them from using the SWIFT system.
Mm-hmm.
They can't use it. And
What is the SWIFT
Yeah.
system?
the SWIFT system? Okay, we probably haven't. But say
Where
I'm
they
from
move money
Africa.
around.
Yeah, I'm from Africa. My family's still in Africa. I'm in the United States. You know how you wire money
Yeah,
to another
yeah.
country?
Yeah.
Well, that's how you wire money. That's how money is transferred all throughout the world through the
Okay.
SWIFT system, because the Federal Reserve owns the SWIFT system.
Mm-hmm.
They owns the software, but it's 1960 software. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dinosaur software. That's why they so afraid of crypto, especially XRP, because the Ripple software can transport money to Africa in like 1 to 2 seconds, and you don't have to buy their money to switch it over to U.S. dollar. It's like peer to peer. You can it's like Bitcoin. You know, I can send you $1 million in Bitcoin just by a click of a button. And you can do the same thing with crypto. So that's why they're so afraid of crypto. But there's so many moving parts that's going on. It's confusing, and you really don't know what's going on, because the United States ain't just going to lay down.
Yeah.
So, like, for instance, so won't that make us have to produce a better product, right? Such as, yeah. So, for instance, it's like that theory of, for instance, if we don't got to fix nothing, right? If you are just the biggest, baddest, and tougher, to the point where people are afraid of you, you never got an actual fight. That means we need to update our systems, right? So to me, it produces a better product. Us having a rival makes us have to be better.
But what is going to be the casualty of that?
I was just about to say that.
But at the same time, we
We're
don't
gonna be
really
there.
have
Yeah.
any like we don't really produce anything. See,
Yeah, we don't produce
we're
anything.
big
No.
consumers. So if we are the consumer and they saying, all right, now our shit costs,
We don't produce anything.
We don't
We
produce
don't-
nothing.
yeah, we don't really
We
produce.
don't
Like-
even
like
produce
what?
cars no more. They in Mexico.
Mm.
So when they say our stuff
What
costs
is-
times 50
yeah.
more,
Yeah.
whatever the cost is times 50 or 55. It was
Yeah.
what he just said,
Yeah,
times 55.
Yeah.
So now if they start saying that, then what? Because we don't want that money.
So-
We don't
so-
want the US
So
dollar.
listen, so
They already banned it in Africa.
you guys are forgetting when we went to World War, right? During this time, we weren't trading with none of these foreign different places, right? We had to have all this different industry here. Only thing what happened was we would revert back to what we know best.
But that was different
No,
because technology.
But the world has become
I'll
one
say
place
this.
now.
So
Yeah.
we are very adaptable people, man. If you don't believe me, go watch an episode of Hoarders, right? A person that was sitting there small, now living in a room where they can, like, we're adaptable people, right? If we were pressed to have to get back into big manufacturing, which we were known for, was the assembly line, we will get back to that if we had to. The fact is, we haven't had to. It's a turn into this thing that really is our.
But
big,
why was
wait. That's the one thing that has made us have a big red off button on us because we became so dependent on just being dominant. This right here is forcing us to produce something.
But why would I pay you, America, a certain amount of money to make my vehicle when I could go somewhere else to get it cheaper?
No, wait.
Well,
That's
I
why
mean,
manufacturing.
Well,
less.
hold on. All right, so listen, wait a
So
minute.
that's
I
why
know
we
that
can't
we
go back to that.
we are talking and saying a lot of stuff about America, like we don't produce anything and like it's gonna be like problems with us. But America has to be doing something right. So
I just can't see them laying down.
what have we been doing? Like
We have
because
allies
I-
with the right people.
I'm looking at this, right? So it says
Sit down
that
and lay
what we export the most is the automotive industry, the food industry, pharmaceutical preparation, and industrial
drugs.
organic chemicals.
But that's not.
That's Lily.
But that's not enough to sustain the citizens. That's corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
That's only feeding their pockets. How do that help us as citizens?
Yeah.
Right.
It don't.
What I'm saying is we will have to produce other things. Like, for instance, man, we could be the biggest exporter of corn if we just started, like, we got enough time to formulate on what we need to do. And again, if for instance,
to January?
So-
If that's the right date, we don't have enough time.
listen,
Well, January is when, okay, so they just invited all these other countries to BRICS.
Right.
January 1st is the day they supposed to come. And that day when they come, it's supposed to crush the US dollar. That's
So
what's
what you
going
think
on.
gonna happen?
I'll say it crushes them for us not to be. We are the biggest consumers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They cannot cripple us to the point where we cannot afford to buy their products. It like imagine killing all your
that's a good
fiends. You cannot kill all your fiends.
Well, yeah, you will if you want to crush your opponent. They hate
Because look,
America.
but at the
that's
same time
whole
though, we on some
purpose.
get down and lay down shit too though. Cause like
Yeah, what you mean? Yeah, bro, we jumping.
So-
we been on that.
well,
so when somebody on that,
That's
what
what
you
I-
got? You trying to kill them?
So
we
look,
got a military
so,
for a reason.
today I was watching this video, and they say it's a doomsday plane been flying over the United States. The president's doomsday plane, and it's followed by a refueler plane, and it's followed by another plane that's sniffer. It's called a sniffer plane. We only got two of them in the United States, and they sniff for radiation like nukes and stuff like that. But they say this plane been flying around for like 3 days, and you know they ain't gonna report that. But it's been flying around, so that's why I'm saying I just can't see the United States laying down. They's too power.
So
hungry. They too used to
what
power.
would they
They
do
just
though,
don't
bro?
wanna let
So
Yeah, that's what I want to
so
know.
what
does
is
it
the
look
what
like?
is
What
what
does
is
not laying down
America's
look like?
clapback for them trying to
They'll
formulate
never tell
something to
us.
crush us?
They'll never tell us.
Right.
That's gonna be top.
What you
secret.
think though? What would America do if somebody try to knock us off the? Like, I mean, it's one thing for
I think
them
that's
to
so-
try to. Oh well, I'm just saying. I think that it's one thing for them to try to come up with something to help their country, and it don't have to necessarily involve us. But if they're doing something to, like, intentionally destroy and collapse America's economy,
Oh, they are.
isn't that an economic warfare?
Declaration of war.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But see, you gotta think about it though. Our power is in the U.S. dollar because we don't have to really go to war. We can crush a whole country like Russia. We crush Russia just by taking away.
Sanctions.
Yeah.
So this
Just
is
by
what
sanctioning
happened.
them, you crush
This
the
is
country.
what happened about a year ago when they put sanctions on China.
Mm-hmm.
They put sanctions on China. China came out with a cryptocurrency,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and this is where this whole
The digital yen.
the digital yen. So now they put the sanctions on China, but that was a declaration of war too when they put the sanctions. and they just came out with their cryptocurrencies. Like, all right, so now we don't need them sanctions. Now we trading with them over here, but with this
I
right
think
here.
America does have another industry, and it's like the military.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's what America like really is big boy
Shout out to
with,
Lockheed
right?
Martin.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it.
I'll lay
You
down.
can't. The pen is mightier than the sword. You can't keep beating people up. They gonna figure out a way around
You
that.
can't,
pay
you
your
can't
soldiers,
kill
they're
all
not
your
gonna fight.
fiends.
But if you
It's the
can't-
same way.
Just keep beating up everybody up.
And if you can't pay your soldiers, they ain't gonna fight for you.
I don't know.
Because at the end of the day,
Like you will fight for free.
but most of them won't.
If your life
Not
depends
them
on-
little
All
life
of us
defenders.
would fight for
Absolutely.
free.
Yeah, if our life
Yeah, if
depends
your
on-
life
If
depends.
it was an invasion here,
I
we
mean,
would
if
fight
we
for
could
free.
literally see it, but what
They
he's
would
talking
never-
about, I feel like a lot of people aren't hip to, including myself. So
Yeah.
if somebody is like, our economy about to collapse, get ready, everybody like whatever.
Right.
They've been using
You know
the
what I'm
same-
saying? We have to literally see something happening with our eyes.
Well,
Right.
But you know what's crazy?
We-
They've been telling us
This-
since COVID. They've been telling
before
us
that,
get ready.
before that.
Go buy you some
2008.
land. Start
Yeah, I
start
mean,
growing
I
your
think
own
they
food.
started.
go.
BRICS started
But
a
telling
long
us
time
through
ago.
what means. My point is, who listens to that?
I mean, you're right, because I didn't heard it all for 3 years and I ain't listened to it yet.
Listen,
And I had ample opportunity to go buy some land.
we've heard this longer than us. Like I did a whole presentation on BRICS, and BRICS has been like, first of all, like the collapse of the U.S. dollar started back in like the 1800s. They was already printing out papers saying the same exact thing of all this and the third. So these are just same propaganda tactics that they've used in the past. Yes, stuff has like risen up in like the coming years, but like look at what we got as leaders right now, right? Other places will have one regime leader that there's no turnover, so that person's agenda is getting carried out year after year after year, decade after decade after decade. I see why it would look flimsy to other countries. I wouldn't trust a place where you got a new boss every single 4 years.
But they just
Alright,
the
let me-
face, though. Come on, they ain't running nothing.
Let
So
me also
People
put
that
it like
take
this too,
control,
though.
we'll never know.
Absolutely, and
How
and
long-
I feel like
How long does a world currency last?
Forever. I mean, long
Nah.
as it's
well,
strong.
nah,
A
because we
world
just see it
currency
collapse.
lasts, the average lifespan of a world currency is about 90 years.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So our currency has been a world currency status for like 100 years, right?
yeah.
Like,
Like the fall of Babylon, all the type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
been the
Well,
same.
it's
type-
different. I mean, you got your empire.
No,
That's
I'm talking
one
about
thing,
just-
like a
just-
dynasty. Like America is a
No, we
dynasty
just
in
talking
itself.
about world currency.
Yeah, just the
status.
currency.
Like they're doing like time, like when since currency been the currency.
Yeah.
World currency status. If you look
But I
at
don't know if we've been the world reserve currency that long, though.
Nah, because I
It's been-
think, yeah.
it's been
'cause
almost
you,
100 years.
In 1971, President Nixon
So
took
the
away
gold
the
standard.
dollar
The gold
away
standard.
from the gold standard.
Mhm.
And that's when, because in 1930, I think it was Roosevelt, he did something with the dollar
1933.
also.
and I think
Right.
the
Yeah,
British
it was,
pound was like in
in
control and
1933,
worth.
that's when
It was more valuable than the dollar not that long
That's
ago.
when
Yeah.
we that's
'Cause
when we
a new
filed for
country
bankruptcy.
for real. We
Yeah,
didn't know
we-
which country.
And listen,
Yeah.
and listen. Think about that, right? When that was the case, how much gas was back then? How much was
25 cents.
how much bread was back then? How much was milk? I'm telling you, us having competition is better for us, man.
I don't know. I mean, we just have
What's
to
it called again, bro? It's called the reserve currency. Okay.
So, Reggie,
Yeah.
When we weren't the number one dominant country, the price of stuff was manageable.
But we
But
wouldn't.
that was
But that's the thing, though.
You
The
talking
Catholic
about back in the
Back
30s?
in the day, it wasn't.
Buying a house, buying a
we
car.
was the
But
one
we
dominant
wasn't.
country.
But we wasn't. That wasn't a thing.
When did World War One end?
Well, the dollar has been the world's principal reserve currency since the end of World War II.
World War Two.
And it's the
Okay.
most widely
What
used
year was
currency for international.
And we will be
I
at
think
the
that's
end
like
of-
1948,
And
something
look,
like that.
And we will be at the end of World War
Somewhere
III.
around in there, because I think 1942 was
Don't be
World
doing that.
War II.
Don't be
If I'm not mistaken.
manifesting that.
We will be the number one reserve currency after World War III as well.
Nah,
If
it's
they
gonna
play
be-
this,
it's gonna
it's
be
gonna
one
happen.
world- It's gonna
That's
be
what I'm
one world
saying.
currency. After that,
I think so too. It's gonna
it's
be
gonna
one
be
world.
one
Yeah,
world currency.
uh,
It's gonna be a cryptocurrency.
The Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944 is what made the USA the world's reserve currency.
Okay, in 1944.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I know
So
I-
what? How long? Well, we at what? 80 years now.
80 years. Yeah.
We on the brink of BRICS. The brink of BRICS. 19.
But too, and we also
1980.
have to understand that since they took us off the gold standard, then the dollar really is worthless. It's just held up on
Our military.
our military.
Man,
But
listen.
have we figured out yet that gold really ain't? I mean, I know we backing it by gold, but I'm just talking about
We're
just
not
like
backing it by
an
anything.
average use case. But all I'm saying is, I think for the average person, gold isn't so valuable anyway that you need to have a dollar backed up by gold, because what can you do with some gold?
Nothing.
Exactly. Right. So to back something up by gold, I mean, we think that it's more valuable on the B.R.I.C.S than it is on Earth. We not on the B.R.I.C S, so really to back a dollar by gold really don't mean that much.
Gold stands the test of time, right?
Right.
So, no,
I mean, I would rather have something backed by land
I'll
or
be a nerd
something
also.
that's
But you
like has a
can't-
real
no,
use
with
case.
land.
Let me be a nerd. So
I
like,
mean,
You can't trade with like.
so listen, I'll be a nerd real quick. So like one of the things that gold also used
But you
for is
can't
besides-
do nothing with the
Wait, I'm
gold
gonna
once
tell
you're
you-
traveling with
No,
it, though.
wait.
Giving somebody the gold, what do you
Yeah,
do
no, I'm
with
saying
it?
like
It's a store of value.
gold is used inside like electronics. So like a bunch of these microprocessors use platinum, they use gold. Like
I hear that. I hear what you're saying, but to like just counter that point, gold has been valuable before electronics
Yeah.
existed.
Right.
That's why I said it's
We
been a
talking
test of
about
time.
good gold
It's a
in the
store of
Bible,
value.
bro.
Yeah.
There wasn't any electronics. What was the value of gold then?
you can melt down gold into different items and stuff like that. Like like I mean,
Like
it
what?
is- I mean,
Like cooking
chalices, cooking stuff. I mean, weapons if you had to. What?
Because man,
Chariots.
the richest
I don't-
man,
I don't know.
the richest man in the world history.
I mean,
Man,
I know that, but
Samusa,
you
that's how
didn't
his
need that
wealth
though
was
for that.
predicted by gold.
Right. I understand. Like, I think the gods assess the value of gold and then pass that on to man. But man didn't really understand what the value in gold actually was, but it was just told to him that this is valuable. And I don't think that it's got just the use case of, let's say, water. Water is much more plentiful, but the necessity of water is like something that we use
You trade your gold chain for a glass of water in the desert in a heartbeat.
for sure.
In a heartbeat.
For sure. Like shit, so I'm saying us like trading gold is to me this shit is kind of weird.
It is
But
all-
But really though,
And because, like you said, water is plentiful. If it's a lot, people put value on things that
are rare.
everybody can't have.
Are rare, but I'm saying as a use case.
but yeah, use case gold would be the best thing to trade as. You know what I'm saying? Because people used to trade. They used to trade with all type of stuff like beans and
Yeah,
they
barter.
used to trade. Yeah, it's the best thing to barter with because now,
A bean can spoil
'cause now all of us like you might have a cow, he might have some beans, you might have some cotton. I got gold, and you know what I'm saying. She got some horses, and I rather have. You know what I'm saying? It's easier for y'all to just trade the gold and take that back to the crib.
I mean, it's just an agreed
Instead of
value
having
system.
horses.
And we all just agree that this weight of gold is worth this, but it doesn't have a for real use case. Is what
Just
I'm saying.
like the
just
US
like
dollar.
just like a dollar.
The iconic currency.
Or like it's a piece of paper, you can't do shit with it, but you can just use it to trade things. I get what you're saying.
Our,
But-
value, our dollar is valued off of debt. It's backed off of debt.
Right.
'Cause that's all we are. We got the biggest debt in the world.
Right. And see, that's another thing. Like for
Yeah, I
America to have the biggest economy, what does GDP mean?
Global
Bro.
dollar.
Nah,
Growth.
growth domestic products.
Gross domestic products. And America has, so then America is number one in that though.
Yeah.
So we are producing something, right? Are these products we're producing, or how are we getting these products? Because I just looked at that. I think that's what I looked up real
So,
quick.
I got the world debt
See, look,
calendar on my phone.
GDP. I know that, right? And so that's what I'm saying, though. Like America is in debt. We in all of these trillions of dollars of debt.
So who do you think we're in debt to?
I don't know. Is it to the Federal Reserve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So right now,
So
the
we're
US
in debt to the
national
Federal
debt
Reserve. How are we
Is
governed
this
by
3 trillion. That's
No,
what
it's
is that? 32
32
trillion.
32 trillion. And
So you know
guys
what?
Going by the
Hey, I think you
Up.
on something. I think B-Nut
It's
on
going
something,
up.
y'all.
Go ahead. What'd you
I
say,
said it
bro?
again,
I
B-Nut.
said if we're in debt to the Federal Reserve, how are we governed by the Federal Reserve?
But we're not governed by the Federal
So
Reserve.
what are we
No.
governed by?
I think maybe we are.
We really are.
I think maybe that's
so
the.
what happened in 1930.
I mean, the Federal Reserve is not the federal government.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But if the federal government is in debt to
It is.
them, then they the
The
big
Federal
homie.
Reserve is the federal
No,
government.
they really not.
I mean,
They
they're
control
not.
the federal government.
They might
but they not the
control-
federal government.
It's like
Right.
a city manager. It's like a city manager isn't like
Who's the federal government?
doesn't control
The federal government is the federal government, but
but-
the Federal Reserve is not the Federal Reserve.
The Federal Reserve is its own entity.
Yeah.
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
I think that would be no putting down.
and you
And
know
who's the federal government?
Vatican?
The federal
The
government.
Vatican owns controls the Federal Reserve. Look it up. The Vatican.
Wow.
The Pope.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
hey,
I
listen.
just got through studying it about a week ago.
Man, it's scary.
And what else?
It's scary now.
And what else? What?
And what else?
It's spooky.
What else?
About the Pope and the Vatican?
Like the Vatican, that's the religious part. The
That's the
Business
political
part.
part too.
the political too.
So they were talking about
And-
Donald Trump, how Donald Trump the reason why they don't want Donald Trump to be president is because he was about to take us back to what's the word I'm looking for? A sovereign state, a sovereign country.
This not being
Yeah.
recorded. I mean, live, is it?
No, we're not
Okay.
live.
So what?
I know I'm serious.
This the-
spooky.
This the
season.
clip we gonna show. It ain't live, but it's gonna.
Because this the type of shit that get that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah. Because see what Trump
You're
was
always
like with
being
being
recorded.
sovereign and all of that.
Yeah.
What happened in 1933 is they bankrupted the United States.
Yeah, they bankrupted again. Just not Trump. Just bankrupted.
No, I'm talking about like when they took over, when the federal government took over the United States and they took over the money, they bankrupted the United States. That's why they got that president. That's why they killed the president back then.
Kennedy.
Yeah, because he was trying
But
to.
Donald Trump just bankrupted
He's trying to
again.
do. He was trying to do what Trump was trying to do,
Yeah.
right? Trying to, but what they're trying to do, and then what they're not telling the public is to get the federal government out of the United States government. But
Yeah.
what they can't do that because they've been.
In bed with
They control
they've been deep in there. So like the United States government and the federal government is two different entities. The United States government is for the people by the people.
Yep.
The federal government is a private entity.
Yep.
The Federal
And
Reserve.
and that's the same thing.
Yeah.
They own the money.
So who is this
They
day?
we gotta ask them that.
The
for
day
money.
is the 13 families that's been owning money.
Rothschilds,
Yeah.
But
Them
now think about who owns more shit than anybody in the world. BlackRock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They own all the stocks. They own all the
I think
crypto.
that's them niggas too.
They might be, but they own more than anybody.
Yeah.
When you look them up, they done had they've been sued so many times for just like illegal acts. I cannot believe they still even function as a.
But you know
pretty
how,
much the
though?
elite. They run it.
You know how they owning all this shit? It's an AI that's buying all this shit. Been doing this shit since like the 80s. And it's like 21 companies that have access to this AI trading that's trading on the stock market. And it's been doing this shit. It's been trading and like if you understand trading and you understand how exponential growth happens, the shit start off small and then the shit just shoot up like that. And that's what happened, and that's why the economy like that. Because now that's why it's telling them to buy land. That's why they buying all this land and shit.
Bill
And this
Gates
is what
owns
this
a whole lot of
AI
land.
is telling them. And I really think that they gonna fuck around and switch all of. That's why they trying to get us on this AI shit. Because I really think they trying, once they do this one government, once you get all this shit set up, they gonna let the AI run this motherfucker.
You got the shot too.
But make sure you
On
get his
purpose.
face in there after talking all that. Well,
Like that's what I
Look,
really
I'm
think
leaning-
gonna
look at
happen.
this.
Like they really gonna, once they get all this shit set up to the one government shit and this crypto, this shit set up on the blockchain. And
So if that happens, what's the problem?
they gonna let the AI control the world, then the AI gonna feel like he's God because he's really gonna be God because that's the definition of God.
Guns,
and
hoes,
he
and
gonna
drugs.
start acting like God.
So what you think
Which
about?
means what?
Which means which this is what coming from Elon, which means when they turn this motherfucker on, because they working on the supercomputer, he's saying once he do that, it's gonna take him about 3 days to know everything in the whole wide world, or everything on the internet, or whatever, or in the whole wide that's connected.
So what you think about aliens?
The
Because
Anunnaki,
they here.
I think aliens. The world is like this. Like our part is flat like this. We somewhere up in here. Aliens stay somewhere out there. Ain't shit getting off this earth. Everything on this earth for this is locked. This is an enclosed. This is enclosed.
So
all of this matter, everything come from here. This earth, and even scientists say this earth weigh a certain amount. It ain't the weight ain't gonna never change. So that means nothing leaves and nothing you can't is being added to this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Everything
what I'm
on
saying
here
is,
created by everything
you
that's
think
here.
what you think that okay, I think they here. So who's to say they ain't shape shifting and being the people that's controlling it? Who's to say they ain't the ones that's controlling all this? Because whoever controlling this can't be human, man. They can't have a heart.
I said that too.
How do you put a disease out here, COVID? I caught COVID twice, man, and I laid in bed and said, whoever invented this is the devil, because that shit is bad.
Can I play devil's advocate?
Yeah.
What if behind closed doors they have this running counter of they have all of the numbers, like for instance, like a statistical number saying, if we do not control population, saying literally, too many people are here using up too many resources, taking over too much stuff, too many cars on the road, and they're saying we got to do something about it, and we can only do it through legal manners, which is poison the people. I'm playing devil's advocate, and they literally have to make this choice in order for us all, well, for collectively, for all of us to still survive. What if extinction is being offset by them doing that? Such as, let's say, if they don't do this, the Earth ends tomorrow. But if they do this, they can prolong long enough for most of us to live.
Who is they?
I'm only asking.
People behind the scenes.
Yeah, I know, but how can they determine that? Like
projections.
Because you got.
I mean, like projections, right? So, like we can look at projections right now to see.
Yeah.
I mean, like
we talking about the whole world or just United States?
Wait.
Yeah.
Let's all agree that we believe in projections, such that we can look and say that Steph Curry's going to shoot between this percentage and that percentage just based off what he's done in previous years.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So projections are something that anybody can do if they have enough information to gauge it. Yeah. So they're looking at the conditions of sea level, right? Saying that this sea level is raising this much by every single year, by this amount of time, this whole country will be covered in water. I'm just giving you an example, not saying it's possible, but it's saying, what if it's something along the lines of them seeing through projection that the world would end way sooner if they did not push the button on something so catastrophic as killing people?
Well, I'm
only posing a question.
Well, so my question is, are you talking about America or the entire world?
The entire world. Let us say aliens were controlled.
Well, if that was the case, in my opinion, we ain't reached that, so they shouldn't have been doing COVID and all that. We haven't reached that yet because it's so much land. Like if it was by country, like, you know, in China, you only can have a certain amount of kids because they're overpopulated. Mm-hmm. But the rest of the world has so much land that has been untapped. Then you playing games.
So
you gonna have to show me the numbers.
So these two worlds cannot exist in the same conversation. You just said was China has dictated what is too much for them to have, right?
Yes.
And then you're gonna say on this side so what if on this side of scope they have? Like,
okay, so let's
what I'm saying is if China has dictated. I'm only asking, if China has dictated that, how come the United States could have silently dictated that as well? But go ahead.
So now we playing God.
I'll give you an example.
That's the problem. That's what he's saying to your answer.
Only God can control that. Only God can make that decision. Humans can't make that decision.
I feel as though we have our own perspective over things and other people have other perspective. And then if we do not have these numbers or statistics in front of us, of course, I could be just straight full of bullshit. But what I'm saying right now is if someone had taken their whole life, like for instance, how much time have you put into being a teacher at King? Some mountains and mountains of hours, right? Somebody dedicated their whole life to this study and they have the actual statistic data to back it up. And they said for a fact, this is how long we got, man. Like, doctors can say that about certain people and be wrong. But sometimes they hit it right on the head, right? What if someone is the doctor of the world, they said, if we do not control this shit, we dead in 7 days.
Well, that's what he's saying, and you playing God.
Yeah, you playing God now. Only God.
So what if God said it, though? What if God came out and say, oh, okay, what if God, like, say, okay, or it's like you got to a certain amount of people.
But is God
just
using?
because,
But
hold on, wait.
But
hold
somebody
on.
would
Just
know
because
if
it's
it was
this-
God.
Just because
Well,
there's
hold on.
a certain amount of
Listen
people
to
on
this.
this earth, then once this certain amount, once it get to that number, then that triggers something because
Well, wait,
and then
wait.
all of these people have to die
Wait.
off some type of way.
Doesn't God use people as instruments to carry out His will?
Come on. How about?
Yeah, he do.
Come on.
So if God does see that this race or the human race needs to shrink down in order for life to continue some way, shape, or form, He could use a human as an instrument to
But I doubt
Would
Clear
that
it out.
human know
but
it?
I doubt if he used
Would the
people
human
that's
know?
in control as his
The people who
instruments.
God used don't
I
he
highly
speak
doubt
to
that.
them?
you don't. I mean,
I'm
we don't
asking.
know.
People say
But
all
the
the
one
time.
that
I mean,
I've heard
is
about growing
anything
up,
is anything outside the will of God?
I think so.
Really?
I
I
think
don't
God
think
gives
so.
us choice. I think that God gives
He
us
gives
choice.
you a choice,
So
but
do you-
isn't that His will as well?
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I think so.
How can it
I
not
disagree.
be?
I disagree because I think that God gives us choice. I think
He
God
gives
has.
us, but it's His will to give us choice.
Yeah, so His will is to give us choice. However, if I have the choice to kill him or not to kill him,
Mm-hmm.
God not gonna take my choice away. But I don't think His will was for me to kill him.
What
He
is
died
what
because
is
that
what
was
is
my
what is
choice.
will?
what
What
you
is
mean?
will? What is will?
What is God's will?
Well, what is will? Period.
I don't know how to answer that.
So if what I determine will to be is making things go according to your plan is your will. You have a plan, you put forth the effort in order to make that thing materialize. And what I'm saying is God's will is for man to have freedom, choice, choose
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
Right.
So nothing can be outside of God's will, whether you kill or you don't. Either one is God's will.
I
Right.
don't believe that.
But
For
his
me,
will
I don't
is his
believe it.
will is for you to have
Because
it.
you gotta-
Like you
because you
can't.
have
It's
to
so
believe-
it's so large that every choice fits inside the will of God.
Because you
I
have
don't
to
believe
believe that
that.
God is universal. God is overall. Because God can't
Everything,
just be on one
everything
You
side.
want-
fits.
but
God
this-
is,
then
was,
I
and
would-
always will be.
Oh.
But my thing is this. So this is how I look at God, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, in the simplest form,
Mm-hmm.
if I have a child, and I'm telling this child, keep playing with that tooth, you're gonna lose it in the grass, whatever. I know my kid. You're gonna keep playing with. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a choice, but I know what's gonna happen if he makes the wrong choice. I know what's gonna happen if he makes the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's God. I think God gives us choice, but everything that we do is not of the Lord.
So,
I'll give an example.
but does anything?
Because I couldn't believe in God if
Does
that was the
anything happen that God doesn't want to happen?
Yes.
So for instance, so
You think God want people to get raped, molested, and all that? That's not His will. He ain't asking for that. That's the opposite of Him. That's not in His will.
Let me ask you this: could God fix it so
No, because He's not no magic genie in the sky.
I'm asking you: could God fix it so everything happens according to His will, or its will?
I don't think so, because then we wouldn't have choice. That would take away our choice.
Okay.
So I disagree with everybody on this panel, right? I feel like God has His will, but I feel like He has a blind spot, and I've said this multiple times, right? His blind spot is the perversion, right? The perversion, like homosexuality. I'm not trying to pick on y'all. The perversion, such as He gave us minerals here, such as iron, stuff like that. The perversion, us turn them into weapons. You can pervert what He creates. So I feel like there's a perversion. I feel like He gave us free will, but He got a blind spot, and that is perversion. And I think that's the part where he's disappointed. Because he had a blind spot. You can't say you're disappointed in something if you are the all-knowing God. The disappointment is the part where He is disappointed. It's the blind spot you didn't think of. It's you feel me? It's you letting your son borrow the car and then come home and you go check it out there and it got scratches on it. It's the
Then
disappointment.
how's He
But
God
what-
then if He got a blind spot?
Well, you said that if things aren't happening according to His will, how is He God?
I didn't say. I said God has His will, and if you follow His will, things will go according to
But
your
I'm
plan.
saying,
but He gives
though,
us choice, and if you
well,
don't,
what I'm
then
saying
that's not
is-
His will.
Hold up. what I'm saying to Peanut
Okay.
and to you,
Okay.
like the
He
will.
said we ain't together. he disagree
Well,
with
I'm
all
like, I
of us.
disagree with everybody. I'm saying,
Well, because what I'm saying is, you guys have this idea of what right and wrong is, and I think that we all do, right? But what you may not understand is what wrong is actually used for what you consider wrong is used for on the next level. Like when we graduate from this plane of existence, when we go to the next plane of existence, the person who was the rapist, the robber, the killer could be used in some type of situation where that type of mind frame and attitude is necessary. Like, for example, the killing and destruction that's in the Bible, right? We look at it like, damn, that was a lot of murder. God said, go in and destroy everything. We wonder, like, why would God do something like that? But the point in that is, without death, without the fear of consequence, that it would create chaos for our free will.
That's why
You
it's chaos
have to-
now.
Well,
It's
but
always chaos.
it's much more order than there is chaos.
Agreed.
But we
agree
check
with that.
we check in and exploit the chaos. But like the chaos makes you respect consequence and value things
agree
a
with
lot
that.
more, where we not going out getting into mischief because we don't want to be involved with that chaos. We raise our
'Cause
families
go-
a certain way in order for them not to get involved with chaos. So the chaos always has to be around in order for the good to be recognized.
Because I feel like we see what comes from that. That's not of the Lord to me.
And I
It
really, I really
is.
feel like
It is of the Lord.
God is.
God created all.
I'm the God of
feel
war.
I know,
God
but
is-
I don't
is-
think
is-
all
I'm the
of
God
when
of
we
worship.
are.
Like he's more of he's universal. He is all through all and in all and all. So like the laws, like his laws, his rules are the natural laws. Like you can't freeze fire.
And you
know what I'm
can't
saying?
you can't jump in a pool and just stay there and breathe inside
Right.
water. Like
So-
these
so-
are
so
what you
those
can't
are the
do,
laws-
you can't do.
Those
Right.
are God's laws. Those
Right.
are the laws that
Right.
that God's laws. So
That's hard.
man
That's
are able to use those laws and build on those laws. So like if you take fire, you can cook food with fire and cook food for 1,000 people, but you can also burn 1,000 people with that fire.
Right.
The perversion.
But the law that God has is still the law, and God isn't evil or God isn't wrong because you chose to burn that.
I
Perverted.
agree. I agree.
See?
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
look,
But
I
his
agree with
law
that.
still was his law, and his will was still done because the fire still burnt. You see what I'm saying? And that was his will for the fire to burn, not for
first.
that was your will for the people to burn.
It was his will for the people to burn.
Well, that I don't think
It
that
was his will.
His will.
How can it not
By
be?
divine intervention.
How can it not be?
I mean,
What you mean?
Did you believe in divine intervention?
Because could he stop it?
Divine intervention.
I don't think
stop
God is. I don't think.
Could he
so.
could he stop it?
How? Like what you
I
mean?
mean, we
Like,
talking about the Most High. How did he create man?
Could
How
he
did he
stop
create
it?
our molecular structure? How did he
But if the
bring
natural,
into how did everything come into existence? How are we now a being that can fly airplanes and travel and build rockets and come up with all these different chemistries and just
That
plant
defy the laws
food
of
and
God.
like all of these things
these
happen.
things don't
So,
defy the law of God. These
They-
things
they
are-
don't defy the law.
The natural order of God. Like for instance, like y'all said before, if you can't go in the water and just breathe, you can with a breathing apparatus. You can. That defies the natural order of God.
No, it
And-
doesn't.
No, because it's not because the order of the Most High has all of these things as possibilities for us to uncover.
Right.
Like so what I'm saying is,
You might be careful
like
with that.
though you don't understand why something is happening the way that it happened, it does not mean that it's not the will of God. Because if it wasn't the will of God, then it wouldn't be happening at all.
Well,
I don't agree.
Right,
with that.
I don't agree with
everything,
that.
like far as when you
I
look
don't
at it
agree
like
with
that, everything is the will of God.
There you go. Now you with me.
On the universal level, everything is the will of God.
There you go. The
But
good
why
and the
don't
bad.
God? But God's not. If God can't, if God took choice away from us,
Mm-hmm.
then that defies him, in my opinion.
But I think we
so he can't
are
just come
God.
and say, "I'm gonna take your choice" when I think you're doing something I don't want you to do, because
Well-
then we really wouldn't have choice.
First thing, Chan was talking about aliens. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
Bring us back.
let's bring this back. Hold on, now we're gonna bring it back to the creator of man versus the Most High and the creator of all. Because we could be talking about two separate things.
Agreed.
The creator of man can't control what man does,
Right.
can't control how things are naturally progressing. But then when we start talking about the creator of all, if he wants to step in and oversee this man project,
Right.
then these things, divine intervention could be taking place. But the creator of man didn't create us for us to be good or bad. You know, he created man to do whatever he created man to do, or whoever
I don't
they
understand what
created
you're
man.
saying right now.
To follow these laws, these natural
I mean,
laws.
I don't understand. I guess the difference between you're saying the creator of man,
The creator of
being
man.
who?
The creator of man would be Enki and Nineveh.
I don't know.
Two beings
Okay.
that wanted to repair their planet, so they created man because mining gold was much too hard for them. And that's why, if we're talking about just if our concept of God is coming from sacred text and it's coming from like a biblical standpoint, that's where most of us learn about God from here in America,
Yeah.
or either Islamic, whatever, right? It's coming from the most a more ancient sacred text, which is the Sumerian tablets. That's the oldest known scripting of the creation of man,
Okay.
right? And so what these texts say is that the Anunnaki came to the earth in order to repair their planet. They had gold here. Their planet is on a 3,600 elliptical course around the sun, and it gets cold there, or there was a problem with their atmosphere, and they was looking for gold. They came to earth, understood that there was gold here, and started mining gold themselves.
Actually,
Right.
war destroyed the atmosphere.
So you're saying that is who most people believe God is.
Absolutely, but they don't know him by that name. The word God is Hebrew Elohim
Yeah.
or Elohim, right?
Which means
This is a plural word, like the word team, class, or group, right? It's a singular thing with multiple subjects that make it up.
Okay.
So Elohim or God is more than one. And so it says, let us create man in our image and in our likeness. And then they created male and female. And then when you go deeper into the Bible, you see that when Cain killed his brother Abel, he was afraid that someone would kill him. But it was only Adam, Eve, Cain, and Abel. So who would be the people who might kill him? That's because before there's two Adams. You got Adamu and Tiamat, and then you got later on their generation progressed, and then the Adam that we talk about that had Cain and Abel is Adapa and Titi. So these are like the generations of the first man. You had like kind of like you have two creation stories in the Bible, and you kind of like read them in summary, but it doesn't give those intricate details as to how this thing formed out. So
So
when we
those
talk-
people are. So the Most High is higher than that.
the
is what
Most
you're
High
saying.
would be the people who created the people who created man.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to ask this question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you why I'm quiet up here, because I've never the knowledge you know about all that, it never interested me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, how do that benefit you? I mean, knowing all that, how do that? Because I've seen people go crazy studying the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, in prison, I've seen guys come in insane.
Yeah.
And they get off into that Bible and they lose it.
Right.
So how does that?
Lose it in a bad way.
Oh, bad way. They go
It
crazy.
does.
They
It
walk
can.
around with the Bible all day. Oh man, they go crazy.
It can make you
when I
angry.
say crazy, they go crazy.
It can. But just I don't know how it particularly benefits me. But it's just a subject that I'm interested in. Like because my main thing is trying to figure out what is our highest positive purpose for humanity. Like, what should we be working on together? What's our collaboration? What do we do? You know, and I know I'm working on my own thing, but I still am just interested in history.
Okay.
So I went to Wright State for a while. I studied all history subjects. I studied a lot of religion there. Before I did that, me and North and brother Nate, man, we studied the Bible for, man, shit, probably 6, 7, 8, longer than that, since like maybe 2001.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, we taking
Hebrew Israelites.
yeah, all day. So, but the problem I had with Hebrew Israelites as a set, right? I had a problem with them always looking at things from a negative lens. One main Bible chapter is Deuteronomy 28. Now you got Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 15, and then you got Deuteronomy 28, like 16 through 50 or something. The first part of the chapter talks about how you'll be blessed if you do these things, right? But they skip over that and go straight to how you'll be cursed in order to tie us in with proving that we are the children of Israel. But they don't study enough how you can be blessed. And they want to sweep all of the blessed things under the rug. So I'll kind of start feeling like, man, you know what? I can't focus on negative stuff that much and then figure I'm going to get positive results how I want them. And so that's why I kind of like shied away from just studying negativity so much. But I just like history, man. I love history, like in every way. And so, but I done went deep to who created man historically.
Yeah, that
But-
was my first time hearing it. It was interesting for you to say that because I've never heard that before.
Man, yeah.
First
So,
person I ever heard say that.
well,
And
and-
books that predate the Bible, and yeah, it's definitely in there. And then when you read it, you can see that a lot of the stuff in the Bible was plagiarized by older texts. And there's multiple different texts out there. Like me and bro talking the other day about like Moses was characterized multiple, and it's a whole different name. Remember I hit you up? I think it was his name Gargamesh or something like that.
well, that's Noah.
Noah. So
The Epic of Gilgamesh.
yeah, and these are stories that they took and then put into Bibles and stuff like that. So I mean,
well, one thing that you have to look at is kind of like the geography of where these stories are taking place.
right.
So the oldest known civilization is going to be Mesopotamia. But
Yeah.
Mesopotamia and Sumeria is really like modern day Iraq. Modern day Iran. Iran.
One of the Middle
Right.
Easterns.
But-
I'll get
but-
you mixed up.
Babylon. So you got Sumeria, then you got the
Babylon
Babylonian,
would be considered the United States, right?
Babylon,
Spiritually.
Egypt, Roman Empire, all of these different empire and dynastic places is what United States models their civilization after.
Yeah.
But geographically, right? So let's go to Samaria. Right? Samaria had this oldest known text. The Babylonians adopted that text as the creation story and how God created man, so on and so forth. Now, when you fast forward it in the Bible, the Israelites went into captivity into Babylon. Once they went into captivity into Babylon, they picked up these stories, but then they basically they re-rocked it in order for it to be their creation story. They were the center of attention. In the Babylonian creation story, they took the Sumerians' creation story and re-rocked it and made them the center.
Yeah.
But the Egyptians, all ties in with the Anunnaki story. When we're talking about Marduk, and we're talking about Horus, and who does Horus fight? I don't know if you guys know about that. But well, all I'm saying is like Tahuti or Thoth, like all of these Egyptian gods, right? In America, you got this monotheistic point of view where we just feel like there's only one God. There's only one God. But that's so new. And it's never been like a real thing. Like everybody knows that like the Anunnaki had came here and set up shop in all different type of places, and they was from another place which they was calling heaven. So therefore they was all considered gods because they was just more technologically advanced, not super powerful where they could like do magic tricks and that type of stuff, but they just had more technology. You know, they could code our DNA. They knew about our bodies. They knew how to do certain things and get the most out of Earth. They brought agriculture to man. Like, how did man find out about the electromagnetic spectrum? How would you know about some shit like that? How would you know about radio waves, invisible shit that's out here that we really can pass information through from one person to another? But like, how would you discover that?
Intervention.
It had to be alien technology intervention or somebody that was much more technologically advanced than us. The electromagnetic spectrum. Do y'all know what that shit is?
Yeah. They trying to figure out how pyramids were built. They still trying to figure it out.
Right. And according to the Sumerian text, the pyramids was just a it was kind of like an artificial mountain that they used in order to take off. Like that was kind of like a runway, if I'm not mistaken, or it was kind of like a landing post.
So why all the inner workings of it, the booby trap stuff?
I don't think the pyramids
the
is that.
jewelry.
They came and built it.
That's what.
They
That's
strategically
what.
placed
That's
around the
no. I'm
world.
talking about what he's talking about the landing strip because that's what made me believe all that shit.
Well, it was some mountains in South America, though,
Those-
right?
Yeah. That's what made me believe all this was the mountains in South America because they said
The pyramids was a functional thing, though.
Yeah,
the pyramids was
pyramids
built for something
like energy.
Because
specifically.
they strategically placed around the world.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
And they aligned
But I'm
with
telling you, I think that
certain,
like energy. I
they
think it
had
was
some
energy.
they had something to do with Nibiru and
to
the
teleport,
alignment
yeah,
of
to
going
teleport.
other places.
I think that's what it was for, like to just like to
Teleport.
get the ships. It was for to send the energy, get the energy to the ships.
Well,
Yeah, it was
So-
it
so-
was something.
So look, so what's stopping them from still using them? If it was using them back then, they still should be using them.
Because
today.
I
They got
think
they got new
that
technology.
the Nibiru people ain't here no more. They're not here no more. I think it's just their offspring.
But you got to think about this though.
Well,
Like
they
I
left
said,
people, they
like,
slid.
but think
Right,
though,
they left their offspring, like their kids. That
well,
mixed
we're
with-
all got Anunnaki coded in us,
mixed with us.
but think about this though. Like I said, they go by something called a shar. A shar is what our year is, but their one shar is 3,600 years.
of our
So
year.
right now we're only in the year 2000. So it hasn't even been 1 year past probably since they left of their time. So for us, it seems like a much longer time, but they could be pulling up, coming into focus at any time. Like
I think
they could
they
still be
are.
another 1,600 years before they pull down.
I think
But
they're
then
real
let's
close
think
to
about
that.
this though.
What do they look like?
Human.
I'm
Well,
just asking.
no,
I should-
I'll tell you.
Because I haven't really heard of
look.
it.
Well, here, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up
Wait,
so
wait,
you
wait,
can kind
wait.
of see, like, because they have not hieroglyphics, but they call it.
They on here. They
something else.
on them shits. Like they faces and shits is on there.
Like the dog face people.
Nowhere.
On his arm.
No, on that stuff.
On the pyramid.
Yeah, on the hieroglyphs and stuff.
But according to and I'll pull up these inscriptions. But they like much taller than human beings, like 10 to 12 feet tall.
So could they be the aliens people be seeing?
Well, that's what I wanted to say, though. So right now, the U.S. military has been talking about UFOs are real now. They've been coming out with all of this information saying that they have actual biological beings from these crafts. You know what I'm saying? And these are not crazy people. These are high-ranking generals, people that had top secret.
They say they down the street. They're right back.
And
So-
and I also want to add is
No,
that
I,
like
was,
they
I was laughing because I was
No.
thinking right Pat Credit Union.
and they testify in front of Congress, which means that this is under oath. That means that they were lying about any portion of this, they could go to prison based off them lying about any part of it.
And
But-
so
but check this out, though.
I don't see the
But-
purpose
but-
of not believing in aliens. Though.
But
I
check
believe
this out though.
Of not believing in aliens.
That man did not go on there and say that without approval. Believe that, because he would be dead right now. He got
Yeah,
approval
I
from the
agree.
government to even announce that.
So it's
And you know
so
why?
he could
But
be
what-
lying.
what's
so
the
are they preparing us for something?
Yeah.
Right.
But
That's what I
why
said,
would we
so
go
he
to
could be
war
lying.
with them? For,
No, look. First of all,
preparing us for what?
No.
First of all, I guess.
Preparing us for a false flag event. Let me tell you why, right? Still fact of this. If we're so distracted by this, we're not worried about the BRICS and shit like that, right? For instance, you never seen us more closer in our history than 9/11. That's when I swear we all was Americans in 9/11. And it was, I'm not saying all a false flag event, but let's say, wink, wink, you can see me through this, a false flag event. Now mind you this. One of the same guys who I watched on Vlad TV, which he has already been like legitimized, he said that the UFOs we're seeing right now are a lot of things they have just off the regular assembly line at Lockheed Martin, which is one of our biggest military contractors is Lockheed Martin. Now I believe that for instance, UFO crashes, right? Because I think that certain things we do on Earth affect what they use to fly. I don't think they're a bunch of drunk driving ass aliens. I think when we're doing secret military stuff, it affects something in their craft that makes them crash, right? We get them out of there, out of the wreckage. We find out what all they're using like that. We give it to our best scientists in the room, in a closed room. They recreate this shit, and you're seeing people out there test flying these motherfuckers all the damn time. And the people that's seeing this are military people who aren't privy to that information. This right here is like some top secrets of shit. So I'm saying is those people that are coming out there saying, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm a police officer. Yeah, police officer ain't gonna know. Oh yeah, I'm in the military. You wouldn't know. You have to be a high ranking ass mother. I'm talking about above the president. I don't think they even tell the president some shit.
But what you said, it's a distraction for what?
For the
Ain't
shit
that
that
what
actually
you just
going on. It's always, bro, they always distract us with shit all the time. Like when a submersive happens,
So
other.
you're saying you don't believe that the aliens are?
I don't think that those are actual aliens in every situation when you see an unidentified flying object. A lot of motherfuckers are humans and they're flying on motherfuckers.
I don't think humans going that fast.
I was just gonna say, humans can't even, our bodies can't even handle that.
So wait.
Yeah, our bodies can't even handle that.
So like I watched the whole like documentary with it, which of course Duke could be capping, but what he said is that when a human is inside the UFO, it's some type of technology they use so you can literally turn at 0 and 0 and it's not going to affect you when you're inside the craft.
Of course he would say that.
I mean, if we're going to believe everybody, why not believe everybody?
So on
that
this
makes no
screen right
sense.
here, these is
UFOs.
this is like
there they go.
well, it's up here
people.
on the big TV.
I'm over
So
there.
that right there is and the reason why I pulled this picture up is
It's old.
well, this is like one of the oldest known cuneiform drawings of the Sumerians or the Anunnaki. But that circle that's around, this thing was like hundreds of thousands of years ago or however long ago, right? Before we had our own telescopes and knew. But they have the exact order of the planets in this, and it's circled right there with the sun and so on and so forth. And like in a lot of their inscriptions, they talk about Earth being the seventh planet, if I'm not mistaken, because they was coming in from the outside. So not we're the third planet from the sun, coming from the sun, but coming from outside, we would be like the seventh planet. And just a lot of their text talks about space travel, how they got through this thing called the hammered bracelet. And the hammered bracelet is our asteroid belt that protects the Earth. But actually having to break through that and using different technology in order to get through all of those rocks. It's a long story. It's a really long
And where'd you
so
read
story.
this stuff?
So wait, those are all planets.
Those are that's the sun
Yeah,
and the
that's our
planets
planet.
around it. Yes.
And they're saying that we're the seventh planet.
Yes.
Coming from this way.
All right, B-Nut.
What?
Well, being a,
the Earth flat.
in a way you do,
I'm like, what's
but
going on?
you think the Earth
I know we argue so much. I'm like,
well, you think the Earth is flat, but then in a way you also feel like the Anunnaki is possible. So that's kind of like
Contradiction.
exactly, blatant,
in a way.
Nah,
a blatant
really.
violation.
Not really, because
Here you go.
here we go. Everybody knows.
Our favorite part.
Everybody knows how water works.
Uh-oh.
Everybody knows how a leveler works, right?
Yes.
You know this, right? So water.
I barely
when-
know, but I'll listen.
Like say,
I'm an
You
expert.
know the leveler.
I know, yeah.
right,
I know how,
right.
but how
Water-
does water
I'm an
work?
expert.
though?
Water
Oh, the
always-
water in the leveler.
no, water always finds its level. It's gonna keep moving until it levels out.
Okay.
What about gravity though?
What about gravity?
Uh-oh.
Gravity can keep it into a circle.
No, it can't.
Water. He talking about water.
Right.
Yeah, we're talking about water.
So if water's
Where?
at the top
How?
of the hill, gravity ain't
That's
gonna keep
never
it up
been-
there. It's gonna go down. He's
Yeah.
saying it's gonna keep moving and flowing
Gravity
until
ain't
it
gonna keep
levels
it in
out.
no circle. Water, all rivers flow where?
Is it downstream?
All rivers flow to the ocean, right?
Oh, to the ocean. Okay.
Right. All
Our
rivers flow
pond.
to the ocean. Sea level is what? What's the definition of sea level?
I don't know.
Sea level is the level of the ocean. Like they start, like if anything is above sea level, they start at the level of the ocean, and this is 40 feet above sea level.
Like the
20
Utah.
feet above
All right, come
sea
on,
level.
keep going.
Like
Go
Denver,
ahead.
just like Denver Mount High
so
Club, right?
that
The
can
Mount-
only happen on a flat plane.
Facts.
But everything is flat. I mean, we still got hills and roads, but that still can make the earth round.
No, it can't.
Yes,
It
it
can't
can.
happen on a ball. If all of the rivers is flowing down to the ocean, and they saying the ocean is the level to where everything is above sea level, you above that, and if you understand,
So we more
all
like
of the
a sphere?
rivers it can't do that on the ball.
B-Nut. B-Nut. Then,
You feel me?
I'm going to ask you this then. No, wait. I'm
I mean-
going to ask you this then. Where are the clouds?
That's a
Well, no.
Up here.
Okay, so all right, so what I'm saying is, so wait.
I get
So
what
wait,
you're saying.
look, Pete. So the ground could be flat and all of the atmosphere is round.
Could be
That's
a dome
it.
around
Okay,
us.
so
it could
that's
be a
it.
dome around us.
Because look, the problem with flat Earth is y'all only looking down. If you look up, there's so much more up there that could be potentially round.
He's saying
The
this,
ground
though,
only
this part
thing
is
that we're-
round, like this. The rest of this is flat.
But hold
We're
on.
standing on.
Wait a minute.
So
though.
if this
What
is
is
Earth,
the
it
Earth?
can't-
What is the Earth?
The Earth is 40% something and 30% something else.
All right, but hold on. So listen though. But check
It's not
this.
true.
Earth is like this.
But
No,
look,
this is
but
not
when you're
the Earth.
looking up though, that's not the Earth anymore. The Earth is flat, but
atmosphere.
the atmosphere might not
The
be.
planet is round. The Earth could be
We
flat.
talking about
the
the planet.
is round.
Are all y'all talking about the planet?
Hold on,
The
wait a
Earth
minute.
can be flat.
The
The
Hey,
ground
the
can be
Earth
flat.
and the planet is the same
Yeah,
thing.
what's the difference?
The planet still encompasses the actual atmosphere also. For instance, we're talking about the vacuum of space, which you're going to debate. What I'm saying is, for instance, this could be flat inside of this.
If you
Would
cut
it
this
be-
in half.
No. This could be on the inside of this, and this could be the flat land all the way through there.
Oh,
and being encompassed by the whole atmosphere completely wrapped around.
Yeah. The outer whatever that we look up, we see that blue. That could be round.
All right.
That blue.
We saw the
stuff
guy.
that
But you
we
talking
see-
about the
what
land
is
period.
that,
the
though?
land period is flat.
What is the sky?
So why
bro?
nobody never drilled to through the flat Earth? Then?
Because you can only go down
So,
to what 7 miles. This is the first
So-
they ever drill.
yeah.
First
So,
they could ever drill.
actually,
7
try to go
miles.
forward.
Why?
They try to
Why
go
You
is
can't get past whatever is
No.
7 miles down.
No,
The
listen.
machines can't go past.
What happened was they drilled
So how
down
do
there.
they know about? How do they know it's Manta in the middle of the Earth though?
So for instance.
Right.
So listen. So for instance. So
Why
like.
you saying right?
No,
No, he's saying right. They're just saying
How do they
anything.
know?
They said they can't drill down past 7 feet. I mean,
So
7
how do they know
miles.
about Manta?
Let me explain it.
Is that the
Manta
core,
like
bro?
Yeah,
I can
like
explain
lava.
it.
Like lava.
I can explain it.
Because it's in the
So,
middle,
so
right?
no. Two reasons why, right? Number one, we do have volcanoes, right? Number one. Number two is we have a magnetic atmosphere. That's only called by us having an iron core. Because those two elements they can create in laboratory, where they take those elements and they can make the same exact identical to what we have here. They've done tests like that. And when they dug down that far, they use diamond tip drills. But after it got to a certain amount, the heat was just too much to the point where it kept breaking it. See? and somewhere in
Malachi Z. York says that there's a second sun in the inside of the earth.
that could be the same exact
And
thing.
think about magnets.
Agreed.
But see, I really feel like when you talk about gravity is a theory, right? So I don't really bring up gravity when I'm talking about the flat Earth because that's just a theory. We talking about facts. Magnetic,
So what keep us grounded?
Magnetism.
Magnetism,
Mm-hmm.
because that's a fact. That's what if you look at the Earth and you look at how a magnet is the magnet is round. And if you understand the magnetism of the Earth, you understand that the magnetism is doing this, and that can only be done on a round magnet.
Yeah, but we're
We're not
metal.
magnetized.
Yeah,
No,
we're
I'm talking
not
about
metal.
the Earth is magnetized. The Earth's magnetic field is.
So how's that
the Earth
making us
has a
stay down?
How do that make us stay to the ground?
Scientifically, I don't understand it.
Yeah, me either.
How is that making my feet
If we're not
planted?
a
and I'm
magnet,
not
a magnet
floating?
only attracts another magnet.
So I'm not.
And we
You
are-
saying I got metal within me?
Yes. Yeah, we got iron in us.
So we're magnetic.
Yeah.
But it's iron.
We're energy.
Iron's not magnetic though.
We're energy.
What kind of energy?
Yeah, but
Magnetic energy.
We energy for sure.
No,
answer
wait.
for you.
I got a question. If this
I finally gotta be
is,
that to admit that
if you're saying
this planet is round, bro. This
so
you did.
he said the planet is round. You're
Well,
saying the
right.
land is flat
Yeah,
all
we-
this time.
Yeah, what we stand on is gotta be like what we because you can't.
Well,
have a
you
level
don't think why you
on this.
why do you argue with that when everybody knows that?
I ain't kidding.
So is
Everybody knows the land is flat.
No,
Why
people
would you
think
argue?
this is round. People think that when you fly, you are flying from like this to somewhere down here. People think South America is like down here somewhere.
right in Australia?
Yeah, in Australia, it's like down here, like.
And
Ah.
how could you not be underneath the earth? I still don't get that. Because if the earth is like truly a ball,
Well, okay,
somebody has to be upside down on it though,
so,
don't
So
they?
let me ask y'all
Have
this.
you ever flown in the plane?
Not if
You
it's
don't.
not
So
if we
listen,
magnetized.
so
No,
let me
but
ask
gonna
you
keep
this.
plane does this.
We're gonna
When
keep
when
getting-
a plane is flying over this flat plane. A plane always has to do this. You got to keep correcting when they're going, and you know why? Because we round, and the magnet is in the middle, and their magnet on their plane keeps them doing this. They don't do this.
So
Like
let me,
this, they
let me
ain't
ask
doing
you this
this.
though. What is the purpose of them lying about
I know.
the Earth
And that's
being
why
That
I
is
stopped
a
looking,
great
'cause I asked that
Round
question.
I don't think they're lying.
That's-
I think
that's a
everybody
great
has
question.
their theory.
That's why I left it
You know what I'm
alone.
saying? Some of us
They're
think it's
lying.
round, some
No,
of us.
they're flat out lying.
No, they gotta be lying
These people are
because.
flat out lying.
We
to
saying
us.
Not that you understand
But
that.
why though?
I don't know.
I don't think they're lying.
Well,
I've already told
I know
this
one
many
reason
times.
why.
So
I've
if
heard a
you go
reason
up-
why.
If you go up to space, and I don't know if they've been up to space or not, but
Bro,
they say
what-
we're going up to space, and they looking down and it's around Earth.
Have you ever seen a rocket ship shoot up?
Yeah,
What it do? What it do?
What does it do?
I go up.
It do what? The rocket ship does this, bro. Every last one of them, they all do this.
So nobody never traveled to the moon.
Bro, you ever seen a rocket ship do this?
Yes, that's what I
No,
think.
you
I
don't.
think.
The moon
I don't
landing.
think
The
I've seen
moon.
this.
Rocket ship
The
do-
moon landing
a
is
rocket ship
crazy.
shoot
All right,
up,
all right.
and
So-
then it goes
so
off
yeah.
like this.
But wait.
It don't go straight up.
So wait.
I forgot the moon.
Okay, well,
So wait,
it's out in the atmosphere.
Listen, guys. So listen. There are ways of proving this because I proved it before, right? If you are in California and you are going to take a boat to, let's say, what's the opposite side of that? If you go directly west,
Washington.
no, if you taking a
This
boat from
Washington.
California,
Oh, California.
west because
No, west.
because we
We're not
trade,
going west.
we
You can eat.
trade. There are boats that go west that
Go to
still.
Hawaii. That's the first you gonna get to Hawaii. You going
Man,
west.
let me look at this.
No, west is
Look,
this way.
don't make me do this, bro.
This.
If you leave California and go,
They don't go all the way around the United States to go to all the way east. You can go west to go somewhere that'll be east from New York.
I need to see a map.
Oh no, they don't go that way. Flying? You talking
I
about
wish
flying?
this was a globe.
I'm on a boat.
China?
I
China?
gotta see this moon landing.
They don't go that way, bro.
We
They
know,
go.
come on, bro. We know that's fugazi.
This was the worst shit ever, bro. They tried to shoot some high tech shit in the damn.
It was hot take back then.
What's the point of lying about going to the moon too?
Why they lie about it though?
I'm asking.
I'm just saying,
It
they
was
lied about
fake.
that. So that's proven.
Why
Fuck
though?
me.
I don't know, but that's proven to be a lie.
Just so they could be smart.
Now look at this. Look at this rocket
Watch
ship.
this. Watch this. I bet you it's gonna curve. Look, that one already curving. And then how they get back, bro?
Hold on, well, that's what I want to show is how these motherfuckers got back, because this was the fakest shit ever. They said that they used. Look at him, man.
But who recorded them?
It was crazy. They set up shot. What you mean? That tripod.
So you don't believe? So you telling me you don't believe that we traveled to the moon?
Well, I don't know about that, but I'm about to show you this. You gonna be like, "Oh, we didn't."
Bro, this shit has been proven that we didn't.
It was.
But,
This is some bullshit.
so how do we have satellites orbiting Earth?
Don't get him started on that.
You don't think we do?
I know we don't. What we using them for?
We use it for everything.
Like
Cell
what?
phone.
Yeah, no, we don't. We
You
don't
don't
use
think so?
satellites for not them satellites. We use radio, those radio towers that you see.
Yeah, but they control
Well, I
our
don't
satellite.
No, they don't.
They
And
don't
then,
get their
and
energy
then
from.
that's how
They got
drones.
wires on the. They got wires. Why we got wires on the ocean floor still running from here to over there? If satellites was real, we still using wires that was ran on the ocean floor in the the 50s and some shit.
Chan, look at this bullshit. Hold on, you gotta do this shit.
But
Yeah.
satellites supposed to
Look
be
at
real.
this.
They got
I don't know what I believe. I don't not believe
Yeah,
it.
I with that one. I ain't gonna lie. Like, look.
I do not believe it.
I look at Earth is round, and yeah, like that was fugazi. But when I talked to a lady who worked at NASA, she said the reason why is because that natural elements
Look at this.
on. Friends,
This is on the moon.
So who's controlling this camera too though? Who's panning up? They left somebody.
What's wrong?
I want to know too what them
All right,
sparkles.
Yes.
yeah. So listen, I talked.
Yeah.
What is that? What is
First
that?
of all,
They said that was the power that they needed to get them from
Back.
the moon back to Earth.
So P.
and look at the
Well,
power
what-
they use.
And
to
look
get
at the
there.
power that they used to get there. Like this is just. It looks like some
So
Godzilla bullshit. Look.
So wait, bro. I actually asked a lady that work in NASA.
Look.
Look,
Well, what if they saved the power because they know they needed it to get back?
No, look.
The one on.
That was
When I asked lady at
that
NASA,
spark
look,
though, bro.
Yeah,
That
but
is
that's-
There's no
trash.
gravity in space.
What they're pushing off of?
Chan,
That.
being
There's
up
no atmosphere. They can't push off.
for the
of
viewers, I literally
why
asked the
we
lady
supposed
from NASA,
That's
right?
why we have to get blown.
I was
up.
there.
Wait. I asked the lady from NASA, and she told me it's because natural elements on Earth are going to are going to look different in a different atmosphere. Such as if you try to strike a match there, it wouldn't even work. So it's different technology they use to get back that they didn't use here because the elements are different there.
But have they been back to the moon?
They actually just dropped the rover, not us, but the
Has
another-
man been back to the moon?
Nah, but the rover there right now.
Russia.
Russia supposed to
Oh,
be in there.
India?
Yeah,
China
Russia.
supposed to be in there.
Russia didn't make it.
We
They
got-
playing.
we
They
got
the rover there right now.
Who's
So we
rover?
got
Well, why do we need to go
Space
back?
Station.
Why do we
have
need
the
to go back?
International Space
Where-
Station?
Why
do you think
wouldn't
that's
you?
I don't know.
I'm saying, why'd you go in the first
Space.
place?
They
You don't
said
think so?
that that's like what? They said that's like a
You
certain
don't think
amount
they've been to
of feet-
Mars either?
a certain amount of feet above the air in the air. In the what they
I'm
call
just
it, the outer
saying. To
space.
me,
So
then
wait,
that
wait,
explosion
wait,
looked
wait.
very
So
weak.
look, B-Nut, for you talking about, for instance, this proves it. There's a boat ride take from California to Japan that you go west.
Okay.
So if you keep going west from Japan and you keep going through, you can end up, if you continue to go west, you will end up in New York City by continue going west from California.
So what do you think he's doing? This, or you think he's doing this? Wait.
Yeah, explain to me how I go west.
Oh,
And-
hey,
Going
that's
around
a
the
good question.
edge.
I go
You
west.
Yeah.
can, you can
So-
go. You can
so
go
if
left
the
to
Earth-
get right.
Well, if the Earth flat,
That's
why
a
ain't
bar.
nobody fell off the Earth?
No, he's saying the land is flat, not the
You can,
earth.
you can go. It's like
I
a
mean,
pizza,
saying-
bro.
Flat,
It's
you still
a
gotta fall
pizza.
off
You
to
can go
somewhere. You
around
still
in a
have to be
circle.
No, you don't.
It's got to be an end if it's flat.
I'm saying if it
It's got to
The
be
is.
an end.
This part.
Ain't no-
Got to be something around.
So here I go.
It got to be an end.
So look.
It
So
does.
I could fall off.
You probably can't, but it's got to be in.
It got to be.
It
So
does.
where's the end?
Right.
So that's why
Well,
it's round.
that's what they saying past Antarctica why you can't go there. Though.
So listen. With all of the
I'm just saying that is the
Wait,
that
oh, I
is
got
it.
an example. Oh, good. I thought of it.
Oh my God!
Just all of
Elementary.
it.
I bet they don't do that in CSU class.
No, look. B-Nut, I now believe you. I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because it go back to my theory. Look.
I'm there. You just
You just had the best day ever, and then
No, listen.
straight recruit.
No, look. No, come on, right?
It's like argue. That proves
I'm shacking the
he
pose.
likes to argue with me.
I'm shacking
That's
the
what
pose.
he proved.
No, look, I'm shacking the pose. Now look, that goes back to what I said earlier, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look. Let's say, for instance, there are polar caps that is keeping us alive. Like, it really is a ice wall that's keeping us alive. And the government knows we have too many people here, and they're melting the wall too fast, and they can't tell us. And if that melts, all the water leaves the planet. If that damn thing melts. And so they got to put out pandemics. They got to kill people in order to keep us alive.
It ain't gonna leave the planet. It's just gonna flood the planet.
B-Nut, there has to be an end, bro. Oh, never mind, B-Nut. I'm back to around Earth, man. Forget it, man. I tried to do some bail, and he messed it up, man.
That's what she's saying. Random people are controlling us.
They
What
are.
Hey,
So for the people
man, what we gonna
that-
do? What
Okay,
we
what
gonna do?
about-
What we
what-
gonna do about these bricks? We're going fucking down.
Thank you, Bricks, man. Listen,
This topic is over.
$55
the United
to
States.
one.
Hyperinflation.
So will a pair of Jordans that used to cost $200 be
Times
$50?
55.
You hear
No,
me?
they
So it's
not.
200 times 55.
Times
No, they
55.
not. No, listen, man. Look.
So a pair of Jordan that costs $200 would be.
$200
Oh,
Jordan.
my, that's $1,000.
No way, man.
No, it's 10,000.
Man, listen.
200 times 50 essentially
How much y'all wanna
is
bet?
it's
Listen.
10 bands.
That
$11,000.
what? No,
That's how
Ain't no way.
value.
11,000
That's
of
how
our dollars.
devalue.
Do y'all
the
think that's
United
gonna
States
happen,
dollar
bro?
gonna be.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, look at
No.
that. That's
I
what happened
do.
in these other countries.
Or why wouldn't it go the other way
It
though?
just
Hold
don't
on.
go
Why,
away.
why wouldn't it go the other way?
What do you
Why?
mean? What do you mean?
Hold on. Let me tell you. Why wouldn't it just cost, instead of it being $200 for, it won't be 200 bricks dollars for a pair of Jordans. It would only be essentially like 50 cents.
exactly. The price is gonna drop.
No, our value
no.
of our dollar is going to drop. So
Because
what
ain't
that
nobody
means
gonna want
is
it no more.
No, the bricks dollar, you would just need less than a brick dollar in order to buy a pair of Jordans.
now, right? Because they don't have all the power. But if they all come
The
together,
price
you
of
saying their
Jordans would still
price
be
of
the
their
same
dollar's gonna
thing,
go
but
up,
a
right?
brick dollar could buy it
I
for
mean, the
cheaper.
value of their dollar.
Wait.
So that ours is going to go down.
Oh,
No
my
one
God.
is gonna want to trade with our dollar anymore. That's why our dollar is.
Well, do you think
that's
the
why it's gonna
countries can
take
agree to
10,000
keep
of our
their
dollars.
current? Like them is countries that
Every
hate each other's
every
guts, man.
empire
They
in
be at
history
war
has
with each
fallen.
other.
So
They
it's
hate
gonna
us
come
more
one
than
way or
they each
another.
Yes, they do.
Bruh, y'all.
Possibly.
And
You
cryptocurrency,
think so?
you ain't gotta
India-
trust the person.
India?
You just trust the technology. So you ain't really gotta put trust
What,
in that
what's
country.
India got a problem with the United States?
Man,
for?
how many
We
people
ain't
from
did
India
shit.
that
And
got
then
a
South
movie and
Africa,
a
South
video
Africa
play?
got a
They don't
problem with the
shit, they
United
just kill
States.
people
We
everywhere.
colonized
They kill people.
Everywhere.
They whole
Everywhere.
country and just drain them of their minerals. And how they the
Also, the
poorest
black
country.
people the black people
Well,
in
how is they
charge
the
now.
poorest people?
Yeah, they was. They
But
was
they the
38th.
but they got the richest continent on earth.
Man, listen, man.
That's that United Kingdom.
Now listen, man.
They colonized
They
everybody,
did.
bro.
They did. You could. It's
They
evidence of it
They did some
everywhere.
bullshit,
Let me tell you
bro.
how,
Came through
let me
and
tell you
took
how
their
France
resources.
did.
Mm-hmm.
France.
You
went
talking about
and
Western
stole
Africa? Is that-
all their money and stole all their minerals and natural resources,
Yeah.
and then loaned them money on the stuff they took from
Yeah.
them and make them pay them back with interest.
Right.
Like if that ain't
And
dirty,
then they don't even use the money that they loan them.
But and then listen, I heard they did some more that was just fucked up, bro. So they went in, set up shop in these countries, and kind of like got them like modernized, right?
Yeah.
But then the people, the natives of the country, like kicked them out. They're like, let us do this shit on our own. And so they went in and took all the pipes and copper and like took all their shit out, right? And just left. Like, fuck it, you gonna kick us out? We about to rip this and rape this shit.
yeah, but
Forever.
China came in there and rebuilt.
They did. China is colonizing themselves. I mean, doing exactly what they did.
But what only thing China doing though is letting them have control. But
To a certain
For a
extent.
fee.
But
For
y'all
a fee.
gotta come and mess with us though.
Yeah.
So when y'all had
Why
all this
wouldn't
gold,
they? Shit.
because look, they just discovered a rock that charge. The rock is you can charge. So you can make batteries out this rock.
Damn.
Like yeah, look it up.
Mhm.
They just discovered it.
You charge the rock.
The rock
Can charge other things.
it charges.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like the Wakanda. You remember?
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Vibranium.
Yeah, it's like vibranium. They just discovered that. So Africa is so rich in minerals and natural resources that whoever got control of Africa got control of the world.
And listen, man.
I wonder why America didn't go over there and get that.
Well, we did.
We did. We're them. We was colonized. America was.
Wait.
So but they wouldn't do what China's gonna do?
I'm going back to the Jordan thing real quick, man.
They're trying to.
Listen. No, look.
I'm going to have to pay this much for my Jordan.
I'm back to the Jordan thing. No, man. No, look. The price that a person selling it to you for, he gonna be so dire for, that shit is gonna be cheaper.
No, it's not. He ain't gonna want this.
Okay, listen. Hold on. When you go overseas, your currency.
We're not going overseas. We're talking about right
I
here.
know, but can I get
Me buying it from B-Nut. Me buying it from B-Nut. B-Nut's gonna need the money more than he talking about. No, I need 56 bricks.
Man, look at this shit, bro. You know what? This is the biggest cover up.
Y'all niggas capped out.
US dollars.
Look at this. On all of these, it say post falsely claim.
So listen,
False claim. That's because they really do that shit, bro, and they don't want nobody finding out
I'm
about
gonna
it.
give you a watermelon for it, motherfucker. Like, no, I'm giving you a watermelon for it because no, we're gonna be back to bartering. Bartering is something that's going.
I'd rather go back to bartering.
That's what I'm saying.
The Democratic Republic of the Congo. Congo is doing a lot. They don't want nobody coming in trying to rape their country, finding out. Right, but now they putting out these.
That's why they put out the negative, images and.
I heard Africans say that, like, and the Dogon tribe said that they purposely put mud on their face, got naked, and did all of that so Western countries would just come and look at them and think that they were nothing. And they would rather do that than to come in and get colonized and overtaken. But when I'm reading this right here, so I looked up what Chan was saying, right? It says every last Google article says false. I ain't never seen nothing like that on Google. They report exactly what's going on, but what it looks like to me is that
cover up.
Exactly.
What they say is false?
Yeah.
They're saying that
guess who control Google, Fox News, CNN, BlackRock? They own more
What'd you Google again?
and all those companies than anybody.
I Googled rock that charges with energy. So in the Democratic Republic of the Congo is where these rocks are. Yep. But if y'all remember, like when
they showed the rock though.
You remember the
oh yeah, I'm looking at it on TikTok.
Remember the flip where they called TikTok Greenland, they called
Iceland. Niggas in Africa touching it. What you mean?
Yeah.
This is niggas in Africa touching it.
Watch this.
I believe it's over Google.
Watch this though.
24 hours.
Look. Lit up a rock.
I'm not.
Hell yeah.
Fuck Google.
That ain't fake.
No, it's not. But Nikola Tesla was putting lamps in the ground.
Man, B-Nut be posting on TikTok.
He does.
He be
I don't know.
That's why they want to get rid of TikTok.
Exactly.
TikTok tell the truth.
Yeah, they do.
Uncensored.
And TikTokers ruining our children too. I'm sorry.
Perversion.
How you think they doing that though?
Because we're allowing them to be on things they shouldn't be on.
But no, I'm saying, what does TikTok?
Rock.
A rock with another rock?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, okay, it's like back in the day when we weren't, like when I was growing up, I wasn't allowed to listen to parental advisory things. I would listen to it, but not at.
But when you shun your kids away from.
Hold on. What I'm saying
is. They don't find it over there.
What I'm saying is this. It's not that they're consuming stuff. It's that they're consuming it at a large amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So before,
I'm saying that's what God.
So it's not that I don't think my kids should not do certain things. It's that, like I'm listening to music where I wanted to when I'm not at home, when I'm in my car. But at home, I had a break from it. They don't have a break. Like a lot of our kids, a lot of kids I serve don't have a break from that ever. Yeah. So their mind is convoluted. They don't know what to believe, what not to believe. It's too much going on to where the things that you're teaching them is being convoluted by this. Yeah. And I'm not saying you in particular. I'm just saying.
We
so we just got to get them like. Yeah.
That's as real as it get. I'm a mechanic. I have a degree in automotive. I had to take electrical 1, electrical 2. He's taking a LED, which is a light emitting diode, right? To where he's taking it. He has one wire on one part of the electrical diode, which is the long end, and the short end. He's wiring it, putting it on this daggone rock, and it's lighting up. There's no trickery that he could have done right there. Besides him,
Look.
yeah. There's no trickery right there.
I want to see him light the light up.
He putting them against each other.
Look, he's gonna take a light emitting diode on one end of it, what they call shunts. He got it wired on one end of the shunt, wired on the other end of the shunt, and plugging them both ends of the rock, and it's lighting the light, the light emitting diode right there in the middle. Mm-hmm. There ain't no other way he could have faked that unless somebody is putting electrical cords on both of his elbows, a positive and a negative right there. He be getting shocked. Ain't no other way he doing that.
They have to be extremely careful, bro, showing that, because you know them invaders gonna come in and get that shit.
They already doing it.
Right.
China doing it.
That's the problem.
That's why China. You ain't see China just got the cheapest electrical vehicle in history, $6,000.
Damn.
I'm a cop.
How you think
It's
they're
out.
doing it?
Sweatshop. No.
I'm a cop. That's funny.
How you think they're doing it? They found that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All right. So here's another cool question.
These questions are scary.
If the BRICS turns out to be everything that we don't want it to be, and it collapses America's economy, would you take your family and move to another country that's
I want dual
better?
citizenship in Accra, Ghana.
Where is that at?
Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in Ghana.
They
Okay.
got free visas for black people in Ghana, and there's another.
Diaspora.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So would you move? Would you move out of America and never come back?
Absolutely.
I would have been moved out of
Peanut?
America, but I have somebody else to answer to.
Listen,
I-
if every African American
Oh, but wait a minute, that
moved
flight
over
cost.
to Africa, but listen, if every African American
The
moved
flight
to
cost will be
Africa,
in bricks.
United States will crash too.
Hold on, say it again now.
If every African American were to pick up and move to Africa,
Mm-hmm.
the United States would collapse,
Agreed.
Right,
hands down.
right, no doubt. Beanut?
Hell no.
Damn.
You don't think so?
No, I'm
I
no,
think-
not. Neil, we talking about
You
moving.
would move?
No.
Why
not?
Because if every African American pick up and move to Georgia, we'll crash to America. So if this shit go down anyway, I'm getting my niggas and we about to go and protect some land over here, because I don't know all them other places, because that means this shit wide open. We might as well rebuild. Why the fuck we going somewhere else? We can rebuild.
And this is our country.
right.
Man.
This is our shit. This,
Alright,
the best shit in the
This is
world.
our
Why is
land,
it
bro.
Why?
I tell y'all what,
That's kind of hard, B-Nut.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'll be
Alright,
over there in
B-Nut.
Ghana. Just hit me up. I export some shit back to
I think if America was people was leaving America,
going
that's
to
different.
the Mississippi
I might not leave, but would leave this America.
You would leave America not because it's going down. You
No.
would just leave because of the bullshit that they did in the past, or that
Period.
they're doing currently.
Yeah, like the
Right.
price that
I
I,
can
have to
see
pay
that.
for being this
America
color.
goes down,
living
then
here.
yeah, I wouldn't leave.
But if
I'd
it's
go-
going down,
I'd
I'm
go-
not a money power.
Yeah,
like
I'll go
Well,
back.
make sure y'all
hunker
you
got
down.
can rebuild your own
I'll
stuff.
go hunker down, because ain't no, if America go down.
Because
that
what do
means
you
all the
think's
rest
gonna
of these
happen
countries
though?
going
Like
down,
if
too.
you think if you the only African, like it's the African American our population slims down, that you think it's still gonna be as racist and all that as
No.
it is now. They ain't gonna care.
No. What they're gonna do is they're gonna say, you know what? We don't need that border anymore. Come on in, my Mexican
Yep.
friends.
That's what they doing now.
That's all they gonna do.
They gonna say
They
everybody
gonna give
coming.
about niggas, man. They gonna trade us in for the
And
new niggas.
when you
They
think
never
about
cared
it,
about us.
honestly though, like, man, all money is just an agreed value on
is.
something.
Yeah.
But like the earth really produces everything that we truly need.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well,
so
that's
we
why he
can
was
build
moving.
whatever it is.
That's why.
Because we're not
Yeah,
producing
so
it.
like,
Go to
like
Georgia.
exactly. So
I
I'm
hear
just
you. I
saying,
go
like,
Mississippi
it would
on
only
board.
be technology to get us to like move away. But the Mexicans, they would come over here and build mansions for free. and live in some
We
sweet
build
shit.
these
Can
mansions.
we produce
like
like
over there in Africa, and I'm gonna be exporting stuff back to you.
right? And we gonna be trading with you. We gonna set up shop.
And that proves my point on the BRICS being stronger because we've been to
No,
trade
no,
partner
no, no,
with
no,
my
no,
top
no.
job.
He
Trade
said,
partners.
no, he
Trade
said,
partners. Trade
I
partners.
said export, not
but
import.
we ain't talking about the dollar to value either. I mean, the
Trade.
value of a dollar either. He's just talking about trade.
We need Chan to go there and build up a fortress so we'll be able to trade with him, whether he's one or two, or we're one or two. Him being over there, being a valuable trade partner, is good for the United States.
No, it's good for y'all.
Right.
I heard that.
Man, speaking of which, the other day it's so funny, right? So like, Jay Cutler, right, my son, right? He got his very first speeding ticket, right? He was doing 165 or something like that. So I had to go to court with him because he has no experience at all. But while I'm in there, right, I'm sorting it out.
Pay the ticket.
No, you can't pay a ticket. You gotta go there and then you gotta get a lawyer, something like that. But I've been in the legal system so much, I know working something out with the prosecutor. But fast forward. So while I'm in there, I found this so hilarious how people just don't have this. I mean, I'm just saying, like, black people in general, saying, I'm not American. But everybody that sat in front of them, the judge had to ask them, are you a U.S. citizen? Yes. They all said it so proudly when the judge asked them that. But when you ask them that on the street, it's like, man, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
Do they say it proudly, or do they just agree that they're a U.S. citizen?
I'm a U.S. citizen.
They said it proudly. Yeah.
Is there another country better than America?
Yes, I think so.
Where at?
Which one?
It depends on what you value.
Italy, right?
I'm value whatever. Tell me one that whatever your
Say
value
Italy.
system
I wouldn't
is.
say Italy.
Why not say Italy?
Which
Italy's
one?
number 6. Italy's number 6 on that GDP rating, right? Number 6.
But that's based on what value? Money?
But people love Italy.
Not value. I mean,
It's all that's based
People
on
love
money,
Italy.
right?
Italy.
I'm talking about peace of mind. I'm talking about
People
walking
love
somewhere
Italy. Yeah.
to where
It drinks
if-
water.
No, like if you don't like me or you don't F with me, it has nothing to do with the color of my skin. To me,
Cuba.
yes.
Cuba is the best country.
Where's Cuba at on that damn number?
No, Jamaica, a black-owned country.
Where's Jamaica at on that list?
I don't care because that's about the
Where's
money.
Puerto Rico?
But to me, that deals with the money. I don't value that. Yes, it's
They
colorism.
got white. They got the white Cubans
And
they
the
got
black Cubans. Theirs is worse than ours.
You look like a black Cuban on
I
the
am a
low.
black Cuban.
And that, yeah, that'd be
So
worse for you.
do we got any country that we can just
That's what
let
I'm
them
asking.
step forward?
Canada, free healthcare.
Yes.
Canada?
Does have free healthcare.
I
And
said, is it better
Wait,
than
wait, wait.
America?
I said I would go to a country that has the same color people as myself. So if I'm I'm gonna just say this.
No
When I went
exception.
to Jamaica, I know that's not, but I'm saying
You know that's
this-
not better than America.
First of all,
Went to a
it
resort.
depends on what you value. Like I said, it depends on what you value.
Folks run
I'm
Jamaica
not a.
too, don't they?
You said what?
White folks run Jamaica too.
Hold on for a second. When I went to Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Predominantly black. Can we all
Montego Bay?
agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
If you're traveling in a country that is predominantly black, it's this weight lifted off of your shoulder.
I agree.
No lie. Like it's like
I was in the Bahamas.
it's just like if you ain't fucking with me, you ain't fucking me for something.
But I
But
wasn't
not
gonna
because of
live.
this. I would buy land. It's cheaper over there, and I would live there because
And listen, when the Brits come, it's gonna be cheaper to buy land here.
the weight of carrying blackness in America is y'all don't understand. It's you can't understand unless you've been to a country that
We
don't
have
focus
been.
on that. I don't know where you've been. I'm saying for me.
That should be wild.
So check this out. Okay, let's say this because you gonna be able to relate to this too.
I've seen it. This is wild.
So say BRICS does everything that it designed to do.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Brits.
As me and you being entrepreneurs
Mhm.
and dependent on the economy to do well for us to make money,
Mhm.
what happens?
We gotta go back to something else, bro. As entrepreneurs, we always have. Listen, we always gotta pivot, man.
But how long is it gonna take for you to pivot?
We're gonna be the ones that they're gonna be looking to studying how we pivoted. Cause we've already had to pivot. How was that? We all had to pivot during COVID. That one people just kept going to work or they didn't go to work and said, I don't got a check. We had to pivot as entrepreneurs. We're going to find a way first.
Well, I'm gonna be selling chickens and goats.
That's what I'm telling you. We gonna be the one like they study. Cause man.
But what are you gonna take for your t-shirts is what he's saying. The average person who You go to the Kroger's, or
have to
you
negotiate.
What your
you
t-shirt
know what
gonna
I'm
be
saying?
$10,000?
No, but I'm saying somebody could give me a brick. So if I'm charging,
Wait a minute. Hey, cut that clip of me right there.
glad you ain't lying. They would have
if
clickbaited that.
somebody if bricks come out, then no, somebody could give me, you know what I'm saying, like one brick for a t-shirt.
But like he said to us,
Or you
if
could
we're
give me,
trading,
you give me one brick, or you can give me $20.
But you know something?
One brick or $20?
Nothing will ever go how we imagine it to go
Yeah.
because they're never going to give us that kind of power for us to predict what's going to happen. Only one know what's going to happen is them.
I'm gonna see us
Or
reserve.
But
what's
if
stopping
you
us
allow-
from using bricks though? What's stopping us from using bricks? Couldn't we just use?
Because if
Yes.
you get caught with a brick, you going to jail.
If an American gets caught with a brick, are we talking about dope?
Take
Or are
this
we
out of
talking?
context.
I'm like, I'm not doing this.
What are they outlaw? No.
What kind of bricks are we
No,
talking
let's
about?
specify bricks dollar.
What if they outlaw? No, like
Right.
what if they outlaw it? Like such as like how they said, you know what I'm saying, it's not backed by anything here. You know what I'm saying? If you caught with that, that is contraband.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
It
if
does
we're
not work
only,
like that,
if we're
bro.
only,
They did shit like that before.
but if we're only
it's
doing
not
American
working,
dollar to American dollar, it is what it is. But if we're,
But there is a currency exchange here where we could take a brick and then like convert it into American dollars. So what would stop us from dealing with bricks?
But they didn't say it now, like,
What would stop us from?
no, right now we don't do it because their value, their dollars don't have as much value as ours. But if they
be treason or something?
No.
no,
The United States gets
Let's
that.
say we ain't
First
fucking
of
with
all,
the country and you got all these.
The United States is the number one consumer of the world. We can say, no, we're not buying anything
But
if you
are
do
we?
not convert
But
it to
are
U.S.
we?
currency.
But are we?
We will.
No,
But
we're
you
not.
Starve.
American people ain't gonna do that.
Bruh,
They're gonna look out for
we
them.
will starve to
No,
death.
No,
But-
y'all would.
Yeah,
The United
no.
States is cutthroat. They don't
Yeah.
give a fuck, man.
United
Like
States
y'all
is
got
cutthroat.
Oh, you
starved.
said
So
they're
you
gonna
you
cut
trying to
us off
say
from
you trying to
being
say
able
that
to
the
do it. We
USA
may not
won't
make
deal
that.
with bricks?
Yeah, they like, man, fuck y'all, man. I will send the military over there. The fuck?
They
Bro,
already
why
got
would
them
why wouldn't the
Wow,
United
you gonna
States
send
just buy up all the bricks?
They can't.
Because we don't
Huh?
have, because our value is lower than the
Bring
brick.
them.
Because they ain't gonna want this. It's gonna take.
It's like all of us
Yeah,
buying
but-
on the
but-
Jamaican
But
dollars.
so you mean to tell me that where are they establishing the value of a brick from?
Gold.
Yeah.
But based on what though?
Where it's gonna go? Yeah. It's
This is just a made up value of a thing.
It's backed by.
But the world values it all the same.
Well,
So
I'm
it's-
How
saying
much
though,
US
like
how much
who
gold
is
currency
the
how much
what?
gold we got?
They're backing it up by gold. All right, but to do what?
Let me see this.
Like I'm
Gold
saying,
has a
like
certain
what?
value? Gold has like
This
a
is
certain-
made up bullshit.
No,
The
gold-
world has agreed
Like-
that gold has the biggest value. So when it's backed
But
up
it's-
by gold,
okay,
am I
I
wrong?
know.
Gold has a certain value. Like the same amount of gold 100 years ago that a buy gold 100 years ago is the same amount of gold that a buy gold today.
So it holds the same value.
That's why gold is valued.
But it's
as a currency.
but regardless of that, it's still just a made up value.
No.
It is.
No, wait.
But we all agree on
It's
it, so it's
agreed
the
upon
value.
So listen, look.
It's like words. Words are agreed upon sound that you use to
Yeah, but
communicate.
we're not gonna all agree on the value of a brick
Well, no,
though.
let them say that. Well, look.
We're not gonna agree
Look at
that
this.
that a brick
I'll hand
is
it
this
you.
value.
Hand it to you. Listen, even if they said that, who is the number one holdings of gold?
We are.
So they base it off gold, and we
Yes, who?
We who?
the United States.
Who? The federal government.
Jigga, you're surprised, right?
No,
Don't mean it ain't the
it's
truth.
not
What
the
I'm saying
United
is
States,
we
bro.
are
It's
the
the
number
federal
one
government.
holders of it. Like we have the number
Listen,
one. We're not talking about.
what I was saying
What
earlier,
website
that's
you
not the
looking at?
United States. That's the federal government.
Central
the United
Bank
States was
ranked
bankrupt
largest
in
gold holdings.
1933.
Central Bank.
Forbes.
That's a lot though.
We're not.
Bank don't even go
How,
go.
but how are we the largest
China ain't
holders of
even
something that we don't
China
even
is number
produce?
6 on here. Russia is above China.
But
You got Russia,
who control
China.
the information
That's
coming
Forbes
out?
magazine. I ain't just
So
pulled
look.
out my. You feel me?
So look,
Forbes
North Korea.
is
So
look.
what reputable.
North
Never mind.
Korea controls all the information to their citizens. So as far as they know, North Korea defeated United States already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
real.
seriously.
That's real.
And
They
the
use
United
their
States is
So
propaganda.
who control all the information to us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They telling us that we got the largest gold reserve currency. But how do we know? They ain't never showed it.
They already told us.
But only thing that
Why would they
I'm
show it?
saying though, like,
Why would they show it?
They been said that. The federal government came and
man,
seized
but we
that shit
talking
when we
about
went
India,
bankrupt in 1993.
China, India.
United
I mean,
States
now they
don't
got a
own
huge
anything.
population.
It was
They
illegal
got
to
some
have them
geniuses
go.
and
Right.
scientists
We see
there.
how they
You
was
would
the
go to
other
jail
day.
if you got found
But,
with gold.
yes.
You was
We see
going
how
to
they
jail.
was the other day. we see how they was just the other day.
But I'm saying India, South Africa, China, Russia, these little dirty motherfuckers, bro. They like the dirtiest countries ever, bro.
Yeah.
Like we would never go and live in any of these countries.
At
Real
all.
shit.
Nah.
shithole
China,
country that's Trump was at.
China, South Brazil. Man, is you crazy? Man, ain't
Man,
nobody.
you seen the bitches in Brazil?
Yeah, I mean, that
Hey,
is
look,
true.
look, hey, look. And the price of them is way down.
Way down. Like those some brick.
Come on, Brick, come through,
brick
Brick.
shit.
Brick,
Exactly.
come through.
All I'm saying is, I don't
I'm
know.
not-
Man.
that's for
They got some.
Brick need to
They
deflate
got
the
some. They
price
got
of the
some.
females here ASAP, man. Brick need to bring the price
She'll go
down.
for one brick.
For like a week.
Right,
I'm
boy.
joking. A brick. But nah, man.
So you mean to tell me we can't get a hold of bricks?
It's a drop.
Man,
I
no.
don't know.
Drop.
We won't know until
I want to get a couple of bricks.
Bro,
I
I
wanna
want to go
get-
episode.
Man, as a matter of fact, bro,
Yeah,
we
everybody
accept
be in
bricks as payment here at T-shirt King and at Taco Street.
I don't know nothing about
Hey,
no
wait. Official Network Chill, we accept monthly member payments in bricks.
Yeah.
Starting January 1st,
We
2024.
take the American dollar. I don't know about no bricks. If the fans watching this,
Hey.
I'm clean.
Pay me in
No
Bitcoin.
problem.
Hey, give me Bitcoin. Fuck the
Right.
brick.
So
Fuck the
why
American
would they?
dollar.
So why
I
would?
want to go back to the barter
Give me some
system.
XRP. I'll take XRP.
No, wait. That's another good point because the number one holder of Bitcoin is who?
The USA.
The United States government own the most of Bitcoin.
But Bitcoin ain't really worth nothing.
Bro, that's not the United
I mean,
States
it's worth
government.
something, but I'm saying it ain't really.
It's not worth anything.
Yeah, it's
How
not.
much is
It's
the-
it's agreed value.
Yeah.
It means absolutely nothing. It's
gold,
bullshit.
The same
The
thing.
same
with
thing
the
with same thing with gold.
Same thing will go. It's the
Same
gold
thing with a
of this
dumbass
digital currency.
painting. Like, why the fuck would a painting cost $100,000?
Oh, yo.
That's
So
bullshit.
beautiful.
That's the value.
And the value they took to make the painting.
Man,
No,
hell no.
that's the value we placed on it.
You wait, listen. You guys gotta understand this shit.
Don't say
You're not-
dumbass.
This
you're
is
not an
this
My
is.
daughter's an artist, man. That's different.
Right, I'm an artist. bro.
Listen,
I'm
I am
sensitive
too.
about my-
But nobody, if that shit ain't painted with gold, and then even if it was, and then hey, hold on, let me finish. And even if it was, it still wouldn't mean
What if it was
shit.
painted with
You're right
bricks?
though. You're right. That's why I would go back to the barter system.
I
Get
love
all this shit
Art
on.
is good, but all I'm saying is use case. I'm going use case type shit. I look at how
So if
things.
you had a currency, what would it be for you?
XRP would be for me.
It would if I had a currency,
Like if let's say BRICS happened,
Mm-hmm.
everything crashed,
right?
we on our own.
Mm-hmm.
What currency would you use? Would you
sell
keep
your
the American
t-shirts?
dollar, or would you do gold, diamonds to trade value for value? And you got the.
I would do crypto.
Yeah, I would go crypto.
I would do the barter system.
I would do crypto
Because
because
the barter
crypto,
system ain't
you-
one. It's not a top percenter.
Barter
It's not-
system
all
is
of
good
us are
too.
Just working together.
Barter
I'll
system
do
is
this
good
for you,
too.
you do this
I'm
for
with
me.
you. I'm with you. I would go barter, but in the case that I didn't have something that somebody needed in order for me to barter with, then I think that we could exchange crypto.
Then you would come to me.
Right, what if I
I get
had
what you
all
needed to go
drywall?
through with him.
What if
Like
I
in
had
Monopoly.
drywall And I wanted
He
to
sell you
get
that
some
property
t-shirts,
out.
and he don't need
But like,
drywall.
if I don't
How
got
we
nothing
gonna
to
do
start,
that?
if I don't got
Because
nothing,
you would come to somebody else who got it to get what you need.
but
to
if
get
I don't
in.
have nothing to start out with, I need something to
Everybody
buy.
got something. Your work. You could work.
Look.
Now we
You
go
could
back to
read.
slavery.
We're going to
No,
family. We're going back to family.
no, it's not.
No, they go back to family.
Lead to indentured servitude.
It wouldn't
Yes, it
because
would.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Yes,
would.
it does.
I don't
I would send my son over
I
there.
mean, if you saying I
send my
gotta
son there
work
cut your
to
grass
trade,
and you
that
I'm
means
saying
I'm
if I
not.
had nothing else, like
If I had
or,
nothing else.
Look, I
And
can
everybody
teach
eats
your
the
child
brick,
something.
ain't nobody
You
gonna
could
have
get, you could fix my house.
Yeah.
That's different than I'm about to beat your ass and you're gonna do this shit for free. I get something
No,
out
we
of
said
it.
indentured servitude.
You know what I mean?
We said
Or
indentured
you get it
servitude.
for something that's less valuable.
it's indentured
I
servitude.
send my
You
son over there to work in your
like
field.
I come and work on your house.
what you
I
gotta-
work on your house in order for you to give me the wood to build my own.
And that's indentured servitude to you? That's
But you
not
know
indentured
what?
servitude.
We got.
Yeah.
I gave you an
No.
example. I gave a perfect example.
It's you work you.
It's too much
I done
evil
gave you
embedded.
I agree.
And
There's
now
too
you
much
gonna-
evil embedded into every single person in the United States.
Nah,
Yeah.
It would
I don't
never
think
work.
so.
It would have to be a
Not
total
every
reset.
person, just
Right.
a lot.
It would have to be a total reset.
Right.
My son will go on your land
Everybody
and
gotta
work.
go down to
No, wait. My son will go to your land and work for the whole day, and he will come home with some of the harvest that like you made. And that's how the thing will work. It'll go back in the families of all working
You
together.
saying that was that was indentured servitude?
Yeah, he gonna go.
What is
That
it?
wasn't
What's a okay? Explain indentured servitude because I
From
think
my
you're right. I think
understanding,
you're more right than
indentured
what we're saying.
servitude is I'm working off my debt to you.
Right.
Okay, well, that's
If I don't owe you nothing, I'm not working for you.
Right.
Barter system is
if I
I'm
give
trading you something for something else. I'm not working for free.
Hold on, but it's not for free. It's debt because where did the debt come from? I gave you enough wood to build your own house. Now you work here for me
Well,
until
it's
you can
not
pay it
debt,
off.
it's trading.
But that's the same thing,
same
though.
thing.
You're in
But
debt because I
everybody-
gave you something before I
But-
had something to exchange with you.
The difference is I'm choosing to come and do the work you're asking me
See,
to
that'd be
do.
a
But
problem.
if he has a daughter and
But
he
that-
wants me to read to her, I'd rather do that than come build your roof.
But that'd be a problem.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you why that'd
You
be a
can't do
problem.
that as an indentured
Because
servant.
capitalism. will
Right,
take
because
effect.
you still owe that man.
No, I don't,
Exactly.
because I wouldn't have took
Capitalism
his
gonna
Yeah.
take
But I'm
effect.
just saying.
Yeah.
That's the
if
problem.
He gave
That's-
you the
but
wood
how
to
would it
build
though?
your
I
house.
gave you a prime example. Look, so
What
look,
he just said.
listen. The moment
But I
my
wouldn't
son,
go to
no,
him.
listen. The moment my so look,
You wouldn't get your house
bro,
built.
this shit make
He
perfect
ain't the
sense.
only one that can build a house.
Oh my
Everybody
god,
gonna be
bro.
on service. You ain't got enough.
What do you want? Well, hold on. So you want somebody to build
So
your
how
house?
he
What
got it?
are
No.
you gonna give them to build your house?
I'm
Read to
saying
my
with
daughter?
I'm saying the difference is with the barter system. Basically, you're trading something from somebody else that you don't have.
Equal value though.
We get to determine what that equal value is, not nobody else.
So
Right.
reading to my daughter would be an equal value to me
If
building a house.
so say you say I don't like ain't nobody teaching her how to I just
No,
brought that up. Teach her how to read, homeschool her. I don't want her around all
Yeah,
these heathens.
that's a good value.
Then I'll go ahead and put the roof on your house if you do it for such and such days.
Okay, I got you.
We get to determine that.
But it's gonna be something to come into play where why you ain't got a school? All the kids you should be teaching all the kids.
Well, there is a school. You just don't want her going there because it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much going on up in there.
But,
But it couldn't be a school for real with everybody because the barter system.
hold on. But can I ask you this though? What about
It wouldn't work in the barter system.
Yes, it would.
What about what? Hold on. I just wanted to ask
Let
a
me
question.
speak for 20 seconds. I can break
All
this
right,
down
all right,
multiple
go ahead,
times, right?
go ahead.
Okay,
For instance,
'cause he ain't gonna-
all right, listen. So the teachers will be from the community, right? The teachers will be there teaching the children while their parents are doing things for the teachers. So that the teachers need things done
Okay.
around the house. The teachers need their lives. It will be this trading system
I
of
like that. I
time,
like
not
that.
really just physical currency.
We all be
such
working
as-
together for the greater good.
Such as, for instance, my son coming to work for you in your garden, you now owe him something for his time he's done. You'll trade that with whatever he harvests from the thing. It's just the simple fact of trading time also, and not just this whole thing of me having this. So the capitalistic mindset is I have to actually have something to trade. You also have your own sweat
But-
equity to trade as well.
But I do agree with you that at the end of the day, the reason why the barter system did not continue is because somebody wants to have power.
Yeah.
So something
Capitalism
is going to
gonna take
happen.
effect somewhere.
Because it always does.
Somebody
Throughout
gonna want
history,
all.
the powerful,
Yep.
it takes over. So I do agree
And
with that.
on
But
av-
it would be nice while.
On average, right now, how long does it take to pay off a house if you go to the
30
bank and get a
Yeah,
loan?
30 years.
Unless
you
you
get-
pay it twice a month. and it's
30-year
15.
loans, what they normally give.
Right. So with that being said, you want your house right now, right? And you want somebody to be able to give that to you right now. You don't necessarily want to go and just work for them today, and today they put one, if we're doing a log cabin, one log down for your day of work. You want to go and put all that shit up.
Well, hopefully,
Hold on, let me say. You want to go and build this house right now, this week. But for that, the value is more than what you could produce in one day. So that's why I'm saying that the indentured servitude would end up kind of taking place, because you need something that's of a large scale value, more than what you can produce and work for one day. So that's why now you got to work for me for a year to pay off your house. And then, then after that, you can go. You just kind of like working off your debt. It's not really slavery, because you did me a solid. Now I'm going to do you a solid. And I work for you, 5 hours a day. The other 3-4 hours or 5 hours, I go and work at another job in order to pay
I
for
guess
my
the
other
difference
stuff.
would be it's still agreed upon. Indentured servitude is not.
I think it is.
It is agreed
It's
upon.
not. You committed a crime. Whatever you did, you are going to be a slave until you work that
But
debt
I
off.
thought
Until
indentured
we.
servants, you work till the debt is off and then you can leave.
Right, that's what indentured servitude.
It's
I
not-
know, but what I'm saying is, it's still. If it's the barter system, we're agreeing upon this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You almost barter
No.
you barter to be an
That's
indentured
right.
servant.
No,
Yes.
listen.
Yes.
The term indentured means voluntarily. Like, let's start out voluntarily, right? Indentured servitude is a form of labor in which a person is contracted to work without salary for a specific number of years. The contract called indentured may be entered voluntarily for purporting eventually compensation or debt repayment. It may be imposed involuntary as judicial punishment. So that's the only way it would be that is if you stole somebody's car and wrecked it.
It's like, what's it called, bro? When you gotta pay off.
Restitution.
It's like restitution.
Yeah. So yes, that's what indentured servitude is.
But it's both, and not just one.
Right.
And you can barter that position.
But what I'm saying is this: it's voluntary because of the debt you owe. I don't owe him nothing.
If
we
I build
agreeing-
your house, you do.
You do.
Yes, but I agreed upon the transaction, and I can agree to say.
Voluntary.
Hold on for a second. I can agree to say he gonna make me work for less than that. So I'm gonna go to him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to you.
Of course. Right. You can be indentured to whoever you want to.
I know, but this indentured servitude that happened in America is because
White people was indentured to other white people.
I know that.
So
a lot of it was all kind. So I came over here to, this land that was discovered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work. I'm in this jail over here. I'm gonna come work off my debt, and then I'm gonna get my 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
That was the voluntary. What I'm saying, the difference between that and bartering is, I didn't do nothing.
Right.
I'm gonna ask all y'all men, which one of y'all gonna build my house
For the low.
Yeah.
And you know what's that's gonna turn into?
Sex.
Auction.
Evil, prostitution, all kinds of stuff.
But that's me voluntarily. Is it prostitution? If I don't got no pimp, I'm saying I'm gonna get it in voluntarily.
But I mean,
People voluntarily get it in for free right
so
now.
then it's gonna be favoritism
That's
because
true.
whoever got the most, gonna get the most pussy, and you gonna have other men envying that guy.
But how you gonna get
and
the
it's gonna
most?
become
How you gonna
it's
get the
become
most?
I was about to
murder.
say,
Death.
who gonna stop this man from raping you?
Well, don't point at me.
I'm just saying, who gonna stop this?
That's the
man?
problem. I mean, but I understand that. But what I'm saying that happens.
stop you from rapping.
I mean, I
That's
get
just a
that.
recipe for so many things to go wrong.
He said right.
Same thing now. What civilization isn't a recipe for everything to go wrong? Right now, it's child trafficking, all that. Everything is a recipe
Italy,
because
man,
of
the number
power.
1 GDP.
People love power. Power and money are the things that are always going to run everything. So
So you said, I guess we was asking what country is better than America, and we came up with Jamaica.
no, I don't think
No
it's
way.
better. I didn't, first of all, I didn't say anything was better. I said I would move somewhere else. I didn't say it was better.
I said what country is better than
Well, I
the United
misunderstood.
States?
I would move somewhere.
So is any place better than the United States?
You got to travel to see.
I mean, I wouldn't.
I can't make that
say
comment.
so, but
I haven't been to Ghana. I hear Ghana is
No.
dope.
Hell
There are
no.
places better than Dayton, but there's no places better than.
How
the United
come? Why don't
States.
you believe
say
that?
Ghana's nice.
I heard Ghana is like.
better
I got friends from Ghana.
That
Thank
dude.
you. That's all.
You
I'm
have you
saying.
been there?
I mean,
I guess you can't
This
really
what
say
we-
unless
this
you
what-
actually
but-
been there
I
yourself.
seen
but
it.
this is what we
I
are
seen
Seen
it.
it out with your own two eyes.
My business partners
No,
are
I
from
seen
Ghana,
video.
and they live here. Like, what you mean? Like,
I
my
seen
business partners
video.
are from
You
Ghana,
know
they
why?
live here.
Because the American dollar. They could come over here and spend a whole bunch of money over there, but that don't mean they don't rather be home.
So
My
listen.
friends rather be home. They're just here
ain't no
to
place
capitalize
like
off that
home.
money.
So let's-
That's
so
right.
let's-
Ghana
I
is
agree.
better than
I
America.
agree. I agree.
Time out.
Based on America, better than America based on what metric?
Well, what I'm saying to you is I agree with him.
No, what I'm
There's
saying
no
is-
place like home. So we're saying it's better because this is where we're from. Other
look,
people
so listen.
may think their home is better. They
So
may
listen.
come here and use our resources.
So listen, so we can be saying people.
Okay, they use our resources because we better.
No.
No. So
Not if Brexit or Brex.
bricks.
Brick.
Look.
Bricks.
So listen, we gonna send
Not
kids
the
over there
bricks,
to
though.
bricks.
You understand that
So
shit?
listen, we gonna send kids over there to bricks to work to send money back home to the United States.
Y'all want America.
Why wouldn't you?
Y'all
That
want
would be
America to
smart.
collapse so bad.
I don't.
It ain't going.
But if you're a historian, what great
Uh-oh.
civilization? What great civilization hasn't fallen?
Uh-oh.
It ain't that we wanted to, but if we're talking historically,
Well,
eventually all
That's the law of gravity. What goes up must come down.
well, some.
it just means how hard are we gonna fall? You know?
Well, wait a minute. Wait now. Remember when we talked about earlier about Egypt, and we talked about Babylon, we talked about Great Britain, we talked about the Roman Empire. Like all of these different like geographical locations is just a new place for the same ruling families to just reside at.
Yep.
So when you think something is falling, it's only because they've decided to go elsewhere and set up shop. So
So
I don't
not
know. I
America.
still
Where
feel
would
like
you go
we're
to
at-
set up shop?
well, you got to look at the symbols of America. Are the same symbols of all of these Roman empires with the eagle. And I would say that they're the same thing. I don't think that the Roman Empire and their system of
I hear what you're
governing
saying.
and all of that has failed. But I think that they kind of just
Relocated.
shape shifted. Now they call it America.
Yeah, I think they're changing.
That
like,
makes
if you understand like what like I believe in Bible prophecy and like how they go from these nations and the Bible predicted that these nations would take over. And then the last nation was the Roman nation. And if you understand the Roman nation, the Roman Empire, that it was divided. It was never conquered. So we are still a part of that divide. Like America is still a part of that divide because America is one of the countries that was formed from the Roman nation or the Roman Empire.
Right.
And if you look at like he was saying the Vatican, and you look at the Washington D.C. and I think the other places over there in France or wherever, and they all three of them got obelisks. You know what I'm saying?
Got what?
The
Obelisk.
like the Washington Monument.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you
That
look-
obelisk is the symbol of a phallus. It's a long, erected, dick. It's
The
shoot
Washington
straight up in the air.
It goes straight up.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's an obelisk at the
Vatican,
and it's another obelisk, and I think it's in France.
France.
Yeah, and those are the three centers of this empire. Like that's the military industrial.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other one is the
Religious,
and the what else you said it was the religion and the
financial.
no, because the France is the financial.
Right. The financial, the religious, and the military.
Yeah, those are the three, and they all
France
that's
trying to
what
join
run the
BRICS.
world.
France begging to join BRICS.
Nah,
Pick
bro.
one of the 10
Like,
countries that we hold the most U.S. debt. You guys ready for that one?
to who?
These are who we owe money to, countries-wise,
Right.
right?
We are.
$7.1 trillion in total. Number
China.
one is Japan with $1.3 trillion, right? China is $1.1 trillion. United Kingdom, $400 billion. Ireland, $300 billion. Switzerland, $290. Luxembourg, $220 billion. The Cayman Islands, so somebody laundering some money, $220 billion. Belgium, $180 billion. Taiwan, $180 billion. And Hong Kong, $150 billion.
The United States is borrowing money from these countries.
Yeah.
How?
Man, these niggas on
But
drugs.
That's why-
man.
that's why-
you know how you know what that is.
How is America? Do you believe that, man? That's bullshit, bro.
Bro, only dope fiends owe that much money out, bro.
That's U.S. bonds. Like when you buy a U.S. bond, you're loaning money to America. So all of these countries are holding U.S. bonds, and that's what that is. So
Explain it.
like when you go and you know what a bond is, like you know it's like a CD or like a stock.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're buying stock.
Yeah.
So they got American stock.
But it's
And their
Then how
stock
do we
is
owe them?
and
because America is backed by
well, if you owe it, like for example, if I have stock in Coca-Cola and it's rolling and it goes up, then Coca-Cola essentially owes me money when I'm ready to cash it out.
Okay, so you're saying
So that's
all
the
this
same
money is in
thing.
stock.
So
They
they
just
bought
haven't cashed
stock
them
in
out.
America.
What if they all start? 3 of them said, "I'm gonna cash me out."
right, and see that's what happened. Like and see,
You know what I'm saying?
like,
Right, that's exactly, I
what,
agree.
and that's what happened with. That's what was happening over these past few years. These countries was selling their bonds back, and the federal government was just buying their bonds. And see, usually when the countries sell their bonds back, it makes the value goes down.
Down,
But
yeah.
what was happening? They was buying the bonds, and it was looking like they wasn't selling them back. So they called it propping up the market. That's what they was doing. That's how they prop up the market, is by buying the bonds back. So all of them countries may not even hold those bonds, and that just may be a lie. The federal government probably own those bonds and saying that these countries still holding those bonds.
Right, and the more countries that are buying into your bonds or buying into your stock, the greater the value of the country. Because the more we buying, the greater the value.
How does BRICS fit into that?
Because BRICS will be enough people that we can trade with, that we can go to more
BRICS,
debt.
all the BRICS that sold those bonds. BRICS holds none of those bonds.
So you said BRICS many times. You see that? You start hearing police.
It's over. I'm out of here.
They pulled up in the.
Yeah, they got us.
They pulled up, right?
They heard that. They like,
Brick,
these niggas in there
That's the
got
most
bricks.
time I've said BRICS in my whole life.
Damn.
But for real, I really want to answer to that.
What? What'd you say? What's your question?
So how does BRICS fit into that?
BRICS don't hold the bonds. They sold all their bonds back.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
Oh, so
that
India,
happens-
none of them had. China got bonds that got 1.3 trillion. Who else?
No,
China?
no more.
who's
Yeah, like according to
who's in
2000.
the
So we don't owe
BRICS
China
in
no
it?
more money.
Shit, I bet we do.
I bet we don't.
I bet we do.
If we,
Who's in it? China's part of the BRICS, right? They're the C in it.
Mm-hmm. You got Brazil, Russia,
Russia
India,
just-
China, and South
Russia just
Africa.
forgave Africa debt.
and that's why Brazil went bankrupt when
So-
they did,
so-
because they sold the bonds back.
So according to May
and the
26th,
federal government was just like, "Fuck y'all."
So according to May
and
26,
that's why they went
2023,
up like that.
Japan owns the most now with 1.1 trillion, followed by China, who have sold some, but they still owe 859 billion, but they don't own a trillion no more. So China did cash in some of theirs.
A lot of theirs,
Yeah, a
trillion
lot
to a
of it.
billion.
Yeah.
It's a lot of.
I just
Maybe
I'm just
200.
curious to know
They cashed
what's
like
gonna
200
happen,
billion.
because the United States ain't just gonna lay down.
They
Right.
not.
Right.
I don't think the
They not
United
gonna lay
States is like the United States is just the corporation. I think the thing is the federal government, and they're not just
The
in
Federal
United
Reserve.
States. That's all the same. Those 13 families, they own the federal government, the Federal Reserve, the FBI, and all that federal shit. The CIA, all that federal shit. They control all of that. They
Right.
run that. That's theirs. That's under their
So
corporation.
you're saying they're not about to let it fall because they're
I'm saying
all around.
I'm
not
saying
just
they're
here.
orchestrating this shit. If I believe that they the ones
They got
can never-
bricks.
They can never fall.
orchestrating this shit.
They in on
Fuck,
the.
I ain't never heard this shit. The Federal Reserve, the Fed, enjoy a unique public/private structure that operates within the government,
Yeah.
but it's still relatively independent of the government.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I said.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
they
that
independent.
even mean?
The Federal Reserve is
Bro, I've been
independent
saying
of the
this shit all
government.
night. That's what I've been saying.
I know, it just hurt my brain
Well,
to read it.
what it is, so the thing about what I'm understanding about the Federal Reserve is they have contracts with different governments that they loan money to, or
Right.
they print the money. And so since they have that intricate like relationship with countries, that's why they're a part of the government, because the money that they print is kind of like what makes the government run. But they are not under the control of any particular government. Like they have nobody that can come in and check them.
They got a board. Who's gonna
They do have a board, but there's no country that can
They
come in
made
and
their
check
own
them.
board.
I'm about to find out who.
And that's why I heard that's why Kennedy was assassinated, because he didn't want to use the Fed money
Right.
anymore,
And
and,
that's
he
why
wanted to
Lincoln
use
was
our own
assassinated.
money. Right.
Because he
Right.
didn't want to use the Fed.
Because
And
they
you-
want you to get in
and
debt. I thought a lot of our debt was to
the Fed.
the federal
is.
government, the Federal
Here they
Reserve.
go. So
We got 5 minutes, and then we through y'all.
these are currently 4 members of the U.S. Federal Reserve Board of Governors: Jerome Powell,
Jerome. Sorry.
It's a nigga.
I'm sorry.
A black man is the head of the
said
Fed.
Jerome's in half.
Hell,
That's Colin Powell.
nah, it ain't.
Nah.
Jerome Powell
Colin-
is the dude that keeps
Colin Powell
raising
died.
the rates.
Colin Powell died. Is Jerome Powell black?
No, that's the dude that keeps
They got
raising the
pictures.
rates.
Go to
A
images.
white man named Jerome.
Yeah.
Really? I need to see if
He
this-
just white and he
Oh,
just white and
man,
skin
you know
color.
this fucking brother. They got two vacant seats.
He a Jew.
No, bro. It's a white dude. His name Jerome Powell. They got Richard.
Let me see what Jerome look like.
He white as fuck.
This is him.
That's crazy.
You said Richard.
Richard Clarida.
Richard, nigga, they are all of them named Richard.
Randall Quarles. Lyle Brainyard, who's a governor, and Michelle Bowman, and they got 2 vacant seats, and they need to put Chan.
Are
get
any
on
of them
there.
black?
Hell,
Yeah.
Jerome black.
Jews, bro. I
nigga,
bet
they
you
got
all
blacked
of them people
out.
are
They got
Jews.
blacked out vacant seats. Ain't they go like black on there?
Yeah, that's the dude, Jerome Powell. I mean,
Y'all think all of those
Oh,
people...
it is a bro.
Oh, they call Jerome
It's a
Jack.
bro.
They call him
It's a
Jack.
bro from Atlanta.
What's his
That ain't
name?
true.
What's his... I can't read.
Raphael Bostic.
Yeah, shout out to Raphael Bostic, man.
He got that check.
He is.
He got bricks.
He
That's
definitely
why
got
Atlanta's
bricks.
a.
Shout out to Raphael Bostic, bro. I'm about to follow you on Instagram, bro. I gotta see what you
I
doing.
wonder if he got anything to do with the black bank in Atlanta.
Should. Yeah, he do. What do you mean?
What's his last name?
He the
Bostic.
Fed. He
He
the
the
Federal
Fed.
Reserve.
But I mean,
Yeah, you talking about the Rothschilds, man. These niggas really run that, man. Come on, bro. My nigga Raphael Bostic on there,
I
bro.
don't run nothing.
Come on, bro. You gonna do Raphael like that? Got that clip for me.
It says Federal Reserve Bank.
Raphael don't run nothing but his
Damn,
mouth.
bro.
Federal Reserve
I'm sending
Bank.
that to him right in the
They
DM.
Man, he is
Raphael,
pig with
man.
lipstick on it.
Damn,
Mm-hmm.
Raphael, come on, man. Hey, you a real
He
one,
Yeah,
man.
he went to Harvard.
just so we can't say shit. That's the only reason why he there.
Damn, bro. He a token?
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
damn. He don't care. He getting that check. He with it. He all the way with it. He wouldn't give a damn if he was a token or not.
I'm just curious to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking it's gonna be some type of war. America ain't gonna let nobody. Yeah, America ain't gonna let nobody just come in and collapse
This is
their shit
Ohio.
without
We
a
go
fight.
I'm always optimistic all the
I'm
time.
mad.
It's gonna be a fight.
That's what I meant to say.
I'm optimistic.
I meant to say we're South.
If they try to come in, I mean, bro, that's economic warfare, bro.
Dakota's up there. Damn.
Like you doing this in order to collaborate, in order to try to collapse our shit. No.
Raphael Bostic is only worth $10 million. I said only. $10 million though, man. Raphael Bostic get into that bag, man.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm about to follow him.
So think about if
He look gay as hell.
like you were saying,
You ever
AI
seen that
gonna
movie
control
where the dude
the
turned?
world, right?
Look, hold on, y'all. Look, he's saying if AI gonna control the world,
Okay, so say like you said, AI control the world,
Mhm.
and in 3 days it's gonna know everything about everything.
Yeah.
If we act up, they can just shut our power off,
Yeah.
shut our water off.
Yeah.
But what
Cut
is
our food
acting up to
supply.
them?
Exactly.
Disobey their rules.
Damn, bro. He ain't even lit on the
We're thinking worst case scenario. What if AI just levels this shit out and we all cool?
Yeah, like, what did they solve it for?
Why do you doubt it though? What a man has a reason to be powerful because
man created it.
good point, touche.
and he,
Shut me
he
down.
programmed it to operate how he wants
Yeah.
success.
Man created it.
And
So-
then,
Nah,
and
he a real
too,
dude.
if the AI takes in all the information that's on the internet, and it's gonna be racist, and that's been proven by Google. You remember Google?
Yeah.
Google had to shut their AI down the first time
He talked to being racist.
because it was being racist. Then they had to shut it down again because it had created a language and it was talking to itself.
Yeah.
And they couldn't understand, they couldn't break the code, so they had to shut it down again. And then Elon Musk said when they turn on this supercomputer that humans are gonna have to be a part of it when it comes on. And because once it gets
Just to be safe.
basically, I forgot what they call it, but it's basically gain consciousness. Once it gets to that point, is gonna want to destroy humans. If humans,
I just followed you, bro. I followed you, man. Shout out to Raphael, man.
They would see humans as
Minneapolis. So yeah, that's gonna suck. Especially for me being a black man.
It's sad that he worth $10 million. We got the same amount of followers, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna follow Raphael B.R.I.C., man, and let him
That's
fed,
because
man.
he ain't.
He
busy.
lit.
Man, don't go
He
follow
busy,
that.
bro.
Think that.
Think so?
Don't be scared.
Yeah, bro. Don't be scared.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
put a
He
name
with
on
the
it.
feds. He with the
Nah,
feds.
You been
Yeah.
talking about bricks all night.
Yeah, put your name on there.
You know who I'm talking about. B.R.I.C.S. You heard me? What's his name? Say his name.
Raphael B.R.I.C.
There you go.
My stick.
He put
Watch
his
it.
name on it.
Watch your mouth, man. That's the homie, bro.
What he
Put some
quietly.
respect
That's the
on
homie, bro.
See, Google his wife.
it. Ooh.
That's
Nah,
we gonna
nah,
know it.
nah.
We gonna see if he the
Nah,
homie.
nah, but that's messy. That's messy, bro.
That's messy.
That's
Oh,
messy.
I wanna
Hey, that's
see.
what the women do. Google his wife.
Shout out to the homie, man, for sure.
We
man.
gonna see if he the homie.
If he got a black wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then that's gonna take us out. That's gonna be the last thing
All
that we
right, so
do.
you say he got a black wife or a white wife?
Oh, yeah. Let's all agree.
You say black wife or a white wife?
I'm gonna say black.
What you say?
He
Black.
from L-
Black.
I'm gonna tell you why I say black, because he only worth 10 million.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna say he got a husband.
Damn.
he look at his wife. Nope, that ain't him.
Oh, nah, man. I think y'all
You might
right,
be
man.
right.
Oh, man. I think.
They ain't showing no pictures. Ah, look at this one. Wait a minute.
How much is Barack Obama worth? I know he worth about 300-400.
Yeah, Barack works.
Oh, nah, man.
Barack worth.
Nah, wait.
He got like.
I'm about to unfollow him, man.
He probably worked for Google.
Why?
What?
You found
He
it?
got a husband, bro.
You lying? He lying.
I'm not capping out. Look. I'm not capping out. Look. I'm not capping out. Look. His domestic partner, Jeffrey Taylor.
Damn. Told you. Look, get my
Damn,
point. Get my
yeah,
point.
damn,
Get my point.
bro.
Yeah, get my point.
Damn.
That's crazy.
I knew something. I knew it was something. They let him
That's
in.
crazy, bro. The only way that they'll let a black man be a part of something like that is if he's gay.
Is this him? Is this him?
I feel like we just lost the NBA championship on our last second shot.
We was all proud, bro. Damn. Damn, bro.
Like he looks good.
But
Unfollow. Look,
Unfollow.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
damn.
That's gonna take us out though. We gotta go out with that.
Y'all dropping
Wait,
the mic
wait.
on that? Can we
Hell
just
no.
talk about it?
Yeah, man. that
Wait. We
I
gotta
don't wanna
bring
go out
one
on
thing.
that.
Ain't that devastating? Just a little bit. Just
That
see
was bullshit.
What?
But I saw it coming though. Man, come on, bro. Black
What
men
was
in that
devastating,
position
though?
is not
They-
about to have a white.
I don't think it's
He
devastating.
the only black
They
representation
not,
on there.
they're not about to
It's
have a black man in that
I mean,
position. And he,
I don't
and
think
he
it's
be married
devastating.
I
to a
look at it
black
like
woman.
people gonna be people, and what they do in the bedroom.
And just cause he had a wife don't mean he ain't having a husband.
yeah,
A domestic
it don't
side
bother me
piece.
none.
No, I don't
It's
think-
so many out here.
But I don't know. If we was to look at
People
them,
gonna be people.
I agree.
This is the world we live in.
right?
I don't think
We
it's
gotta deal with
devastating. I don't
So
think it's
get
devastating.
used to it,
Yep.
because it ain't going nowhere. And
It ain't never
regardless
went
if you
nowhere.
agree- if
No,
you
it's
agree
been
or not,
around.
Yeah, but regardless if you agree with it or not, it's
happening.
Yo, I'm not saying yours or ours or not mine, but somebody's child can be gay. And are you gonna disown him because of his sexual preference? I wouldn't.
I would.
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I was about to say, damn. I'm not this.
Nah, I don't think you can do that. But
I mean, I don't agree with it, but
I
the
just,
thing is, I mean,
I just look at
this is
positions
life.
like that though. Like
Ooh.
there's only one bro in that position, and the one that is in the position, he's gay. And so what I
but
just,
I don't think that take away from him though. Like,
I don't think that it takes away from him, but I do think that they have a problem in putting a black man, heterosexual, in a position that's powerful. And that's why I feel like we need to do
But
for
I don't
ourselves
think it's
though.
that powerful.
Do you think it's because of the way we look at him?
But I don't think it's that powerful.
Not be the way they look at him.
I don't think his position is that powerful though.
You don't think so?
Nah,
Why you don't think so?
he just on board. He don't call no shots.
Yeah, he just one vote.
Yeah, that ain't even his real job. Like most people that's on boards got other things going on the
But
side.
you don't think he can make a phone call, make some stuff happen?
Nah. Not him. He could probably call a few people and they come together and make something happen. But him alone, nah.
Nah, but I
He
think
probably got
that
relationship with banks and stuff though. Like on the small.
He probably can make
I
something
mean,
happen
to
for
us, he's powerful, but in the grand scheme of things,
I don't even say
What can he
I
really
don't
do?
even think that it's powerful. We just looked at all the pictures of the people that was a part of the Federal Reserve who's making it run. That we look
guess
for a
it's the
black
same
person.
thing.
But he's just on the
Him.
board though. He's not.
Right.
But I was excited.
He's
about
I
not-
it.
think
But
he's
what-
saying
what
the same
was that,
thing as
though?
if I said he had a white wife. It would be disappointing to me. I think
Yeah.
that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Right.
It's disappointing. It
Right.
doesn't
I
mean like-
don't know. I just like to see this shit.
I like seeing myself represented in power. And-
Well, if you
and-
never looked up his sexuality, you would have still been represented.
But he do represent us. He a black man. Regardless, I mean, what he doing in his personal life, that's his business. If that's who he loved, hey, more power to him.
I mean, it's the same thing with like religion. No, wait. It's the same thing with like religion, right? We're like everybody just wants their God to look like them. I'm not saying, oh my God, I'm just saying we want to be represented, and then I thought I was fully represented, and now I'm just partially represented, and I'm still okay with that.
But I feel like he still represent me though. I really do. Like because his sexual preference has nothing to do with me. Nothing.
So what if he had a wife and then about 20 chicks on the side? You'd be okay with that? It wouldn't be as heartbreaking because what he had that's still wrong.
I'm not saying it was heartbreaking. It was just a little disappointing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just
Can he have a son to
carry on the legacy.
pass on his fed
Yeah,
status?
because she
with
got sperm.
man, not with no man. He can go
Impregnate a woman.
Yeah, he can go to the lab and inseminate. He can go buy an egg, can't he?
Yeah.
And
Same women do it when they can't have
surrogate-
kids.
have-
Now
That's
that's
second
another
mom.
discussion as to say, is that wrong?
And I feel like
Is that
I
wrong
just
to
feel
have
like-
two men raise a child?
Oh,
I don't think so. Only because I've seen so much men and women effing like abusing them, whatever, and two men or two women loving the shit out of a child. So for me,
That's a good point.
no, because I didn't seen us heterosexual people fuck up some children. Like cigarette burns. I didn't witness too much stuff from heterosexual people. And for me, if I had an option to take that child and put him with a loving two men, hands down I would.
But what about if you had the option to put him with a loving man and a woman or two loving men? Which one would you
of
choose?
course, I'm gonna choose the man and woman.
Me too, because
Why?
for me, I would choose the man and the woman
it's the
because
natural form of order. That's the
and
natural
because
order.
it's masculine and feminine energy. I think for you
It's
to
balanced.
be a well-rounded person, you need both energies. But just because you're raised by two men doesn't mean you can't get that feminine energy from a grandma or auntie or.
Another man.
I mean,
Could
Maybe
would it be okay if
yeah.
would it be okay
But it
for
ain't-
them to both act like women in front of this little boy?
I don't know what that means to act like a woman.
I guess you mean being feminine.
One of them be called,
Stereotypical.
no, wait, but one of them
stereotypically
be
feminine.
called his
Like
mother.
what? Like
yeah,
what?
Yeah, look.
To act like a woman.
Like
One of
what?
them
Give me
be
an
called
example
his
of what
mother.
acting like a woman would be in raising a
He
child.
asked you a question. He asked
Hold on.
dressing
He asked me first.
dressing as a woman,
Oh,
wearing
where?
high heel clothes,
Oh, physically.
talking like a woman, having women mannerisms. Like we know how women act, and then compared to men, like we don't have to act like there's not like natural characteristics of men and women.
Yeah.
Are we for real? Like
No,
well, we gotta
I
pretend
guess what
like
I was
it ain't.
asking you was stereotypically.
You know what acting like a woman is.
Talking to a woman.
don't.
Said,
Like,
that's great.
come on,
Yeah,
man.
'cause
Like y'all, we had to stop.
I guess
like,
if we're
pretending
saying
so
if we're
much.
saying dressing, but if you're saying being nurturing, because that's acting like a woman. From when I was
I'm
growing
talking about
up,
talking like a
feminine.
woman,
He
just
mean
acting
He mean the physical attributes of a woman.
Well,
physically
that's what I was trying to get at.
acting as a
You know,
woman, just
getting
acting
their
like a
body
whatever you
done,
think acting like a
getting
woman
breasts.
is. Whatever you think
Yeah.
acting like a woman is, your idea of acting like a woman.
Why
If
are you
see-
laughing? You're
if
throwing
see-
me off.
if you
Let me
know,
ask
if you
you
see
this.
a man acting like a woman,
Are you offended by transgenders calling themselves women?
I am not offended by them calling themselves a woman. They could call themselves whatever they want to call themselves. But
what about
when it
they
goes-
want
hold
you
on.
to call them
that's
that?
what when it goes to the point in which you're telling me as a woman to call myself something different, or him being a man to call himself
cisgender, yeah, hell
or you can say whatever you want when it comes to you. But when you start trying to
Label me.
label everybody else to make you feel comfortable, I have a problem with that. Like they trying to call my coochie hole a bonus hole. Like they want to refer to that a bonus. Why are you coming at me? Like you do you.
But what
I
about
have a
if
problem
they're
with that.
telling?
Bonus hoe. What you talking about?
Oh, like in the healthcare, Google that. They're trying to get doctors to refer to a woman's cooch as a bonus hole.
So you'd rather call it a
Because they can't.
So how
Yes,
is it a
cooch.
bonus hoe?
A lot of words that come with yes, because
But
that's
how is it a bonus hoe?
Right, it's not a bonus.
It's
the bonus for
that's
them.
the problem that I have because when it comes to
What's my pee hole then?
that's the point I'm trying to make.
got a
When
hole?
it comes to some transgender things, the only people who are being affected by it is women.
Where you pee
No
at,
woman trying to be a man is making you call your penis a hole or
pee out of
something
hole.
that it's not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, when it comes to this transgender stuff, they're trying to push their views off on a woman. That's why I'm offended by it because even a tampon or a pad, they changing what's on there to say feminine people could get it instead of a woman. Like what? But they're not changing. They're not changing males contraception as you know what I'm saying. Like or to make it say something that fits us.
So how would you handle it if someone was born a man, born a boy, but wants to come into your school and use the girls' restroom? How do you, or not just you, not even just you, like how should that be handled?
I think there should
personally.
Be male bathrooms, female bathrooms, and unisex bathrooms. If that's what you want to do, go into one meant for both. Mm-hmm. So we're not making this person. If I'm going to that unisex bathroom, I know that somebody else could come in here. But coming for me, I didn't use the men's bathroom several times at a club, so I just peed. Yeah. But in a school setting,
so they need to put another bathroom,
a third
up in
bathroom.
all schools.
At my son's school, when he went to the STEM school, they had male bathrooms, female bathrooms, and they had bathrooms for both.
So what about?
So what if they don't have that?
You need to do it because you're not about to go in the bathroom.
I'm saying like there's a lot of structures here, like structures that have been born, and I don't have the money to build a new bathroom.
Well, you don't have to build a new bathroom. Just change one of them bathrooms.
Like one of them said it was an animal or something. They want you to put up a
little water bottle.
I'm not doing this.
No, that's a reasonable question, though.
For real, like what if it gets ridiculous like that to say? Well,
if you're an animal, then go pee outside.
I'm a cat.
Yeah,
then go pee outside.
What the my dad had a cat to pee in.
My son thought he was
the cat litter thing. What if they want one of them? Would you accommodate?
Would I accommodate?
I mean, do you think that should be accommodated? If you got children now saying that they animals?
No, but I think that's different than just having a bathroom where you could go in there.
I like that. The idea that you're saying, is reasonable. But I'm saying though, like there are some places that is not as big as a school. For example, like Burger King or McDonald's or just a regular place that you go into. They got one male restroom, one female restroom.
In a family restroom.
They do.
Well, not all places have a family restroom.
Now they do because back in the day, this is what happened. The more men who was taking care of their daughters and they couldn't go take they didn't want to take their daughters into the male bathroom. Yeah. So they started
in the mall. I've
everywhere.
Family restaurant. I never see that at like no restaurant.
They don't got that.
The newly built restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, my restaurant I'm building is gonna be men and women. That's it. I ain't putting no word.
So what if you get like pressure from the community to put them in the bathroom?
Why wouldn't you put a family one though? I'm just curious. Because I see men all the time with like 2-year-old girls.
Probably about $20,000 more.
Oh, okay.
And right, you can't pressure somebody to do something they can't really afford just because.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I just asked. Was curious.
You gotta think about it. You gotta run electric. You gotta run new plumbing. Then you gotta do the cosmetic work. You gotta put up drywall. You gotta put up ceilings.
What color?
And the majority of places here are older structures that don't have this third bathroom thing that we're talking about. Now that might be new stuff. So for those places,
specifically schools, all schools got that extra.
Schools do, but I'm going now. Since you said that, I want to take it a little bit deeper, so for us to make a for real decision. How do you handle that, or how do you handle somebody that is a boy and just say, "Nah, I'm a girl. I'm a girl."
I don't handle it anyway. I'm just gonna call you by your name.
They're like, but nah,
I'm
call
going in
me
the girl
Mitch.
restroom.
I'm going in the girl restroom.
Darren.
He in there being like a dude though. Like he in there like.
Yeah.
I would
I'm
just
a
tell him
girl,
he can't
though.
go in there.
I'm a girl.
Oh,
He just, oh well, he can't go there. They're gonna pull that kid out my school or my restaurant or whatever, and that's that. I think sometimes
And that's when what you call it show. That's when everybody shows up.
Supposedly, but if you say supposedly,
Yes.
but if you're
Alphabet
talking
boy gonna be on
safety,
your ass.
you can say tomorrow I'm a girl. I'm not gonna use you because this is a bad
Anybody
example.
can say that.
Any man can say tomorrow I'm a girl just to go in there and fuck with females.
Right.
So in a court of law, you're not gonna be able to sue me because of safety reasons from men.
Portraying.
No, men naturally are stronger than women. Naturally, y'all naturally. I mean, I guess I can do push-ups, whatever. You know, some people, but naturally,
you can say
same
it. It's
plan,
true.
stronger than. You're not gonna win in the court of law. Not when we talking safety. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you calling yourself.
I think too.
And I would
think
say
the same thing. I would say no. You're a boy. You're not going in that restroom.
But what about with
See,
sports,
I would just
though?
say you're
What
not
about
going in there.
sports? Like when you got these men trying to be women just to play sports.
I don't think that's fair.
That's wrong.
But that's happening.
I think there should be a transgender sports community and they could compete against themselves.
Exactly.
That is like what I always think.
Because it's not fair.
And listen,
Right.
the right answer was this. If you see that little boy that say he goes to our restaurant, you say, okay, wait until all the other girls leave out, then go ahead.
I would do that.
But what if he
I
say
would
he's
do
a
that.
girl too?
Listen.
I wouldn't argue with the
capacity.
semantics. I would just
It's
say,
that capacity.
wait till everybody comes out. When they're done, you can go in. You don't have to
They
use
said,
pronouns.
no, I gotta go in there when they're in there.
Well, you can, and that's that. And if you don't like it, your kid won't go here. Like I'm accommodating.
Yeah.
I'm accommodating. People can't.
You get a joke and say
You can
can't
use
hold
that
it.
same
What do you
example
mean I
with a
can't-
whole bunch of
They're
other
not
things.
doing it. I'm not going for it.
I mean, I'm just
What do you
saying.
mean I can't hold it?
Minus the sexual stuff, you could use that example with a whole bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you have to do what's best for your company, as long as you're not being discriminatory. You're not. The world is not about to make you do stuff that's unsafe. And until men become weaker than us, that's unsafe.
I mean, it is
Would
something
you-
we
But
gotta
why are
do
you
that.
automatically
I got
assuming
another
that a man that goes in there is gonna physically do something? That
I won't
plays a
assume it,
part?
but that would be, if you taking me to court, that would be my defense.
But he's
I'm
saying,
gonna
but
use
why are
it.
you trying to say that a man has to rape?
I'm not. I'm telling you, if it causes me to lose my
Control
business,
yourself.
I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
Down to it, though, that's what she's saying.
I'm not saying that's
I
what's
know
gonna
what you're
happen.
saying. I know what you're saying, but that's their
'Cause you-
argument back.
you
Like
playing-
you gotta assume that he's just gonna rape.
And I'm gonna say
be
I'm not
strong.
assuming that. What I'm assuming is that he's stronger and that females are not comfortable
But
because they
why
can't
would
protect
his
themselves
strength
against
matter?
it.
Why would his strength
It
matter?
matters because we don't know. We don't know.
But are all women are not of equal strength?
Well, that's not an argument.
I would
But
say
all
those
women
two
are not of equal strength.
It's not an
So
argument.
look.
But you would let one girl go in there who is stronger than another girl?
Uh-oh.
Hey, we didn't talk about everything under the sun today.
I thought we was exiting on a good note.
Politics, finance, religion,
Aliens.
if that's a word.
And cat litter boxes.
Hey, would
This
you let
dude-
your
All right,
child?
come on,
All
let's
right,
let's.
all right.
Oh no, we gotta go, bro. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
I gotta work.
Your
child
Oh,
will-
come on, finish with one thing we all agree on. What we got?
The world is flat.
No.
No.
That's
Nah, we
not
already
right.
we debunked that. Okay.
We all agree on that it's a God.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Dang,
B-Nut,
that's what
look,
we had to
B-Nut
go
trying
through
to
just
figure out a way to
that's what we
disagree.
figured out.
B-Nut, yes.
Yes, I agree.
Uh-oh.
What, that there's a God?
Doc.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
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 And you know what that means? If we all agree, then God is present, man. Shout out to the Godcast, man. Legendary People Podcast. Legendary People, Legendary Stories, man. You know
like
the
the best
vibes.
podcast, man. I ain't gonna lie.
We got to flick it up, too.